suck it in.
Hey, it's just a day.
Do it.
He's out there having a blast.
There's way too many cameras around for that.
My name is Johnny from Nitro Supply, located in Huntington Beach, and we're super excited to be an official sponsor of HOTPIT Autofest. If your project car struggles to merge onto the freeway, we have just a solution for you. With full kits starting at $3.99 and refills at $5 a pound, you'll be sure to have that extra pep in your pedal and still have enough gas money to get home. We provide easy access to all the parts and services you need, including refills, solenoid testing, and manifold plumbing. So give us a call, stop on by, and check us out on Instagram.
Hey Drift enthusiasts, Tiny here, back on the mic to tell you all about the ACS Drift community. Not just a community, we're a family of modders, drivers, and content creator with over 49,000 members for Assetto Corsa. In our playground of over 250 servers, we're all about having a blast. From grip to toge, SRP, and especially drifting, we've got it all. It's the place where the thrill never stops. But hey, it's not just about the races and drifts. It's about the community spirit. We love giving back to our members with exciting giveaways and competitions that keep the adrenaline pumping. And guess what? We've teamed up with HOTPIT Autofest for the ultimate collaboration. It's a partnership that's making us stronger. But wait, there's more. We're not just local, we're global. Our Discord is the supreme spot where drivers from all over the world come together to share the passion and drive with the pros. So what are you waiting for? Join the ACS Drift community today and be a part of the ultimate driving experience. We'll see you on the track, drifters.
do that. I'll get I look that. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Smile, boys, and suck it in. Hey, it's just big day.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
He's out there having a
Fortunately,
blast.
there's way too many cameras around for that.
My name is Johnny from Nitro Supply, located in Huntington Beach, and we're super excited to be an official sponsor of HOTPIT Autofest. If your project car struggles to merge onto the freeway, we have just a solution for you. With full kits starting at $99 and refills at $5 a pound, you'll be sure to have that extra pep in your pedal and still have enough gas money to get home. We provide easy access to all the parts and services you need, including refills, solenoid testing, and manifold plumbing. So give us a call, stop on by, and check us out on Instagram.
Hey drift enthusiasts, Tiny here, back on the mic to tell you all about the ACS Drift community. Not just a community, we're a family of modders, drivers, and content creator with over 49,000 members for Assetto Corsa. In our playground of over 250 servers, we're all about having a blast. From grip to toge, SRP, and especially drifting, we've got it all. It's the place where the thrill never stops. But hey, it's not just about the races and drifts. It's about the community spirit. We love giving back to our members with exciting giveaways and competitions that keep the adrenaline pumping. And guess what? We've teamed up with HOTPIT Autofest for the ultimate collaboration. It's a partnership that's making us stronger. But wait, there's more. We're not just local, we're global. Our Discord is the supreme spot where drivers from all over the world come together to share the passion and drive with the pros. So what are you waiting for? Join the ACS Drift community today and be a part of the ultimate driving experience. We'll see you on the track, drifters.
Pizza.
I can't do that. I'll go fast.
My name is Johnny from Nitro Supply, located in Huntington Beach, and we're super excited to be an official sponsor of HOTPIT Autofest. If your project car struggles to merge onto the freeway, we have just a solution for you. With full kits starting at $3.99 and refills at $5 a pound, you'll be sure to have that extra pep in your pedal and still have enough gas money to get home. We provide easy access to all the parts and services you need, including refills, solenoid testing, and manifold plumbing. So give us a call, stop on by, and check us out on Instagram.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Smile, boys, and suck it in. Hey, Chesapeake Day.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
He's out there having a
Unfortunately,
blast.
there's way too many cameras around for that.
Well, Chris Miller, we are back here, round one, HOTPIT Autofest 2024.
At the beautiful House of Drift, Irwindale Speedway.
What a wet and miraculous day it is. Today, the drivers will be fighting Mother Nature, as she is the one holding the podium right now.
So you're telling me there's 3 people in the battle today?
Who's the other two?
2 drivers and Mother Nature.
That's if the second one can get their stuff straight.
All right, so we're back. We're excited. I see the drivers are all staged up. It just got wet again. It was dry, but I think they're going to be able to handle it. I think they'll be able to manage.
I hope so. It's going to be very exciting to see. I believe this is my first time seeing all the drivers drive in these kind of conditions, which will be interesting.
Is this our first wet HOTPIT Autofest?
I believe
I
so.
believe this is the first wet HOTPIT Autofest. So we're going to get our first taste of the drivers in the wet what would you call that? Is this wet? What? I'm missing the word, Gary.
What word?
Conditions.
Oh, yes.
Conditions.
I believe so. This is the first time they will experience this. I know when I've watched plenty of drifting, a lot of people have talked smack about the SoCal drift scene, saying, we can't drive in the rain, blah, blah, blah.
Well, there's a lot of drivers that aren't from SoCal, so we're going to have to see if that, if that comes true. If that's true, maybe they have a point.
I must
we
say,
got Luke Fink. Coming from across the world. I know it's wet over there sometimes.
Australia. And you know what I saw out there? I saw Chris Forsberg's trailer. I chopped it up with that man. A very much encyclopedia of information in Nissan. He's out here when it's damn near stock K8 turbo.
I hear we may be having a guest appearance.
Who?
We might have some Chris Forsberg commentary a little later here
Chris,
today.
the Forsberg?
Gets the win, Gary. He gets the win every time.
I always thought of that, man. It's crazy that we sit here. When I first started watching drifting, I'll never forget where they're putting the chalk right there is when he was facing against, I believe, Reese Millen and the Falcon RX-7, and the back of that joint was just Reese Millen in a GTO.
What a name.
Right? And it's now we hear 20 years later, I'm a little bit heavier, a little bit more knowledgeable, and now we get to do these things with professional drifters.
I've been doing a little weight reduction myself, Gary.
You're looking very slim, I must say. What is your regimen?
Depression.
Same.
Yeah.
For me, you know what it is? Finances. It's either eat or build a car.
I can't afford to eat anymore, Gary. Luckily, HOTPIT Autofest
is not feeding me.
Hired us for one more day of announcing.
Right.
Now we can eat lunch.
Maybe.
All right, we got the chalk guys out there chalking it up. Shout out to them. They're getting it done even in these wet conditions. They did a little wonky line over there, looked like a little double outer zone, but I think we'll figure it out once a couple drivers get in there.
I hope so. It's understanding like these gentlemen are trying to do their job to the best of their abilities, and right now it's just like you're just laying
chalk.
That's all you can do.
Laying chalk. So it's looking like they're gonna have to thread the needle in the rain here. That's a pretty narrow channel coming out of what is that? Outer zone 3.
So 1, 2, yes, that'd be
outer zone 3 into this transition. That's looking a little narrow. Some of the faster drivers are gonna kind of be putting a hurt on some of the slower drivers. I would guess coming out of that corner. It looks like a pretty slow corner. Going to be a climb out of there into that last.
But
corner.
the advantage right now is the weather. So even no matter how much power you have right now, you could still overcome that.
You see, and I would usually have more I would have more knowledge on this, right? But personally, I haven't driven in the rain much. I can't tell you what it's like to dig out of a corner in the rain because I've never really done it.
Neither have I. All I know is what the judges tell me and what I've seen on TV myself. Yeah. But it's understanding that this is a technique game right now.
This event is gonna separate the men from the boys and the women from the girls.
Do we have any female drivers this round?
Zendara.
Oh, in the Z.
Yes, in
that
the Z.
is I must say, graceful driver. She almost won a round last year.
Oh yeah, definitely. So this, like I said, this event's going to separate them because this is going to show who actually has all the skills, who has A to Z. So everybody, we can all drive in the dry.
Of course.
But who can handle in the rain and who can handle when conditions aren't,
not the best.
Yeah, well, consistent. These are inconsistent conditions. So it's dry an hour ago, and now it's wet. And it might be dry a little later. So who is this going to affect? I believe some of the drivers are going to be able to handle just fine. I believe some of the newer drivers, some of the younger drivers are going to learn today. So, it should be interesting. Should be an interesting event.
What I like about this, since the weather is inconsistent, this first half should be really wet and muggy, and then it should dry up. So
if you make it through the storm,
yes, you will weather the storm. Okay.
All right, we're gonna get the beautiful Jeff Jones.
Tag you in, Jeff Jones.
The wonderful, the gracious Jeff Jones.
This room's got some bass.
Yeah. It's
what it do? What it do? We can hear ourselves reverberating. Whoa. Might need to run to the other side. I stepped in, and you can feel my presence.
Yeah. It's in my chest.
How are we doing, guys? I'm excited to be back. Me and RJ have not slept in weeks. We are so excited for this. So,
that's unhealthy.
Yeah, it's great, bro. It's great. Drifting, more drifting. All the drifting you can get. So we wanted to do a track rundown. I think we got a graphic that we can throw up on there, and we've also got a bracket we're looking at. We can go over a few things. We had qualifying last night, but it wasn't your typical qualifying.
I heard we were changing the format, right? So we're no longer doing a head-to-head battle, or not a head. I'm sorry. We're no longer doing single runs into the head-to-head battles. Now
we are pulling chips.
We're pulling chips.
Yep.
Okay.
So we had a limited practice time over here, and we also just wanted to give them the most amount of time that we could for practice, and then just get straight into tandems.
So you're just making it more fair.
Yeah, making it more fair.
Sounds fair.
So last night we basically literally threw a bunch of chips into a box and pulled 40 chips.
Some of the drivers came out on top.
So how it worked
Some
was
of the drivers didn't.
I'm sorry, that buzzing is really throwing me off.
It's weird. It sounds
I'm
like
gonna
we're in
go
a
fix
Halo
that real
loading
quick.
screen. Halo loading screen. It's like a G minor. Hey, I saw that little bunny hop on the scooter, dude. Do it again. Yeah.
Too much humming. I'm back. I hope everyone down below is feeling good. We had a lot of buzzing going on.
Yeah.
Probably rattling some butts
Hard
down there.
G minor.
We're way up here in the tower. It's awesome. So yeah, qualifying, we striked it. We decided to just go straight tandem battles. Let them put the fate in their own hands of pulling a chip out of a thing. You know, we marked it 9-40. They picked the chips. Saw who came out on top. Dustin Miller. He was our champion last year, so he's locked into first place qualifier spot. Then you had Rome Charpentier, who was our next person up. I think we had Josh Mason not return.
Josh Mason's not coming back.
Nope, not this year. He may do a guest appearance towards the end of the year.
Okay.
So Rome was in that next spot, and it worked its all the way down to 9th place. So you got right here, that worked its way all the way down to Stewart.
So in this new qualifying format, do the drivers have any incentive for doing well? So say they do well this round, next round, do they get any points towards their next qualifying score? Or is it always going to be the chip
That's
draw?
exactly it. So whoever wins this round will be your first place qualifier for the next round.
Automatically. No
And
chip.
so forth. And then second place, third place, who's ever
And
in
so
that
we're not
position of
pulling
top
chips
8.
from here on out. We just pulled the chips for round 1.
For the first top 8, they're locked into their spot. That's their
their
prize
reward.
for winning that round and getting put into that spot.
Okay, so the chips are a factor in every round.
It's from position 9 down to however many drivers we have. We cap it at 40, so it'll be drivers 9 all the way down to today. We had 35 drivers. Had a few guys not make it in time. A few engine failures that had happened.
Yeah, cool. So the grade 8's locked in, and everybody's pulls chips after that.
Yep.
So you got to make it to the grade 8.
Gotta
Big
make it
incentive to make it to the grade 8. You're locked in for the next round.
Locked in, bro.
All
Locked
right,
in.
cool.
So let's run
fair.
down the
Makes
track.
sense.
We had a track map. I don't know if we can throw that on screen real quick. But this track, it's a little bit of a re-edition from what we had last year. We wanted to throw in a little bit faster pace. So drivers run into a wall that we normally never use here for Formula D, right? Formula D is always up on the bank and then going into the smaller west wall. We at HOTPIT Autofest wanted to run the east side wall, infield, give the drivers the chance to utilize that wall on the driver's side. It's kind of sketchy because NASCAR never goes that
The other
direction.
way.
Yeah, clockwise. So we had a little sketchy of a wall. That's kind of scary.
So it's not as grippy as it.
There is almost no kind of like
There's no
tire
tire,
down there.
yeah,
It's definitely
okay.
a dirtier spot, but they've been driving it for a full day now, so it's probably worked in. Even though it's raining now. So yeah, that is all zone 1 going through there, and then after that we've got zone 2, which is what you can see outside on the track. That's got the water barriers. Mm-hmm. Right after that, we've got zone 3, which has got our very interesting chalk marks.
Yeah, they're looking real smooth.
Yep. And I think we've
Cherry.
probably got a video playing online right now
Is this the
that we're
layout?
talking over and ruining Tiny's version of that. So let's see if I can fix this real quick. Hold on. Michael, are we playing the video before we're supposed to play the video?
Like marking the outside of the track. So from where the wall ends to where the water barriers
So I'm talking over.
there's supposed to be a line on the ground so we can see
No.
the drivers fly out. That's what you said. Yeah, so the outer zone where the wall ends, there should be a line from the wall to the water barrier. Single line, no zone, just a single line from the wall to the barrier. There should be an arc there. Hopefully you'll see it on the ground in these conditions.
All right, so another guest and the other half of HOTPIT Autofest, RJ Contreras.
What's up? What's up?
Is in the house. What's up?
Man, holy moly!
Here we
3
are
hard
again.
months of preparations, and we are here right now.
Here we are again, RJ. How you
Dude,
feeling?
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Even though the rain is coming, we're still seeing a lot of people. Look at that line over
Yeah.
there. So it's popping.
Yeah, I
the
see
car
people
show is
rolling
doing
in.
well.
Yep.
The drivers are excited. And dude, it's Irwindale, man. How can you not be excited about Irwindale? It's sick.
Always excited. I like being up here in this box, RJ. You know
Isn't
what?
it nice?
I like that it's raining and I don't have to drive. It's amazing because I don't like to drift in the rain, but I love to watch rain drifting. It's more exciting. It's like watching NASCAR. You're almost
Bro.
waiting for it to happen, right?
I'm seeing you and your short sleeves. I'm all here wet. I'm here,
in
you know,
shorts. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt right now.
must feel nice, bro.
Well, it's warm in here, so we're doing all right.
Dude, massive success. You know what? This weekend it started great. The guys yesterday, they all were ripping this layout. I think we saw the layout a little while ago, and it's pretty freaking intense.
Yeah, I can't wait to see some town battles on the layout.
It's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, they were ripping.
Yeah.
So it's you guys are gonna be excited. That's for sure, dude. And you know what's one crazy thing? In comparison from last year till this year, everybody has stepped up.
Oh, yeah.
Like bigger rigs, better cars. Like I think last year we had like 14, 15 open trailers. Dude, now we have like 5.
Yeah. Yeah,
And now we have bigger trailers,
people are taking it seriously.
taller homes. Like it is
I
going
figure,
to the next level.
I figure the
dude.
last couple years should have, everybody's learned we're taking this serious. Right?
Yeah.
Like this is real. So I think everybody's taking it pretty serious. I've seen a lot of people investing their time into a lot more practice. They're fixing their cars up. A lot of them are moving away from the this is still my street car a little
Nah,
bit. This
it's
is
full
straight.
comp,
This
bro.
is all competition now. This
Yeah.
is full tilt, professional drifting, and everybody's treating it that way. Now.
Dude, I was saying, like when I started drifting in 2014, officially my 10th year this year, I started with my little E36, kind of
Yeah.
used tires. Now, I mean, you definitely could do it, but the level has gone up like tenfold. It's wild, and it's exciting to see.
It's good to see. This is almost this is if you, I mean, you could tell me this was FD and I would believe you. You know?
It's definitely
With looking
pro
at the
field.
pits and the level of the builds for the cars and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, yeah, some people
Look,
have
dude,
lower power and stuff like
dude
that, but
is trailering his
toolbox.
His toolbox. Like
Yeah,
that's how
FD's
crazy it is.
Yeah, we're at Formula Drift almost. you know?
Yeah. Heck yeah. bro,
It's good to be here. It's good that we've come this far. It's good that the drivers are taking it seriously and stepping it up. I guess we're moving into the we're gonna move into the deathmatch battles here pretty soon.
Yep.
And it looks like we have a buy run first. Or
So 2 things. I mean, I know that yesterday there were a few crashes. There were a few people. They hit the wall and whatnot. So we have a few buy runs just to accommodate those crashes.
Okay.
But of course, we have our season winner Dustin Farrell, which he is absolutely freaking ripping.
Oh yeah,
Like,
when
the
is he
dude
not?
shredding?
Yeah, when is he not?
Yeah. So he has a buy run. Rome, of course, in the other bracket has a buy run himself.
Okay.
So Justin, which is a person that was on a battle Alexander Ferreira,
Yeah.
he blew his engine up. Dude, he
Okay.
just did the swap. He did the whole LS situation, and he blew it yesterday. So that kind of
No
sucks.
way.
But so Alexander gets a
There's
little
a buy run there.
a little pat in the back, and yeah, dude, there's so many people that are just
Man,
shredding.
these battles are looking. I know that all we did was draw chips, but man, did those chips
They're
come
fire.
out.
They're fire, dude.
They came out really nice. Some of these battles are gonna be really good to watch.
Dude, I mean, one of the ones that I'm really freaking excited. I'm just gonna kind of spill the beans. It is this one right here.
Oh yeah.
Zandara versus Elliott.
versus Elliott. That's
They
gonna be a
both
good one.
were shredding, so that's gonna be a really good battle. And Zandara from Canada, she's used to drifting in the rain.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling Gary. Is a lot of these people say they're from SoCal and these guys rip and they're doing real well, and you see them drift all the time. How often do you see them drive in the rain?
Yeah.
Not very often, you know.
Yeah.
So and it
Oh,
looks
man.
like we're moving into a deathmatch battle, I believe. Or is this
That's
a
a
sight
sight
lap?
lap.
Okay, so we're doing sight lap. A sight lap, if you're unaware, is when the track conditions change severely, very quickly, and the drivers don't maybe get a chance to adjust. We're gonna give them a 1 lap to go out and fill the track, and then it's time for battle, and that's all they get. So we call it a sight lap. It's almost like they get to go out there and see what it's like. So.
Bro, if
That's
that
what we're
was a
doing now.
sight lap, that's Brian Wills right now in the Blue S14. If that is a sight lap, that's more like a freaking battle lap. He
Yeah, I
went
mean,
through
he's
all the
online,
zones.
huh?
Oh, come on.
Oh, with the wall tap, but it doesn't.
All
It
right.
doesn't hurt him. Doesn't hurt him
Look
too
at
much.
that.
He's still online.
Dude, that is freaking dope. Look at that.
Yeah,
That-
so
that's a full
someone,
bump run.
someone drives in the rain.
Yep.
Someone's used to the wet.
Hey, he's from NorCal.
Okay.
Kinda, yeah.
It's a little wet up there. I can see
All right,
that.
I'll give the chair back to Gary. Oh, no, heck no, bro. I could barely speak English, bro. Good to see you guys.
Thank you, RJ. Oh, yeah, yeah. Quarter panels, 3 inches. So little quarter panel smash there, little bumper drag. Car looks perfectly fine though. That's a good little sight lap.
I believe it's got a collapsible rear end, so he should be able to fix that.
Yeah.
It's going to get better. The wind will die down soon, right? Oh, they're going at it now?
Okay, so this is a battle. I believe that was a sight lap. This will be the beginning of the battle. Tony Crispin in the lead.
Brian Wills in the follow.
Brian Wills in the follow. Tony Crispin, I haven't heard that name in a long time. I used to watch him drift a bunch at.
Oh, nope, there we go.
Little bobble there, but that's the rain, Gary.
It's good to see that these guys are trying to persevere through this, and this is a death battle.
Just hitting the very end of that outer zone there, Tony Crispin, and Brian Wells right behind him. And a little straight in there it's not what we want to see, especially in the rain. You definitely don't want to go. You won't want to straighten out in the rain. It's almost impossible to do, but if you do it, it's definitely not good.
I think the best course of action right now is if you don't particularly feel comfortable in the rain, to just kind of just diet down and fight for another day, you know? Heaven forbid, like you actually try to give it your all in the rain and then you smash your car into the wall and then you're out for the rest of the season.
Well, that's a good point, but the thing is with a lot of drifters is we're all, full tilt or don't go at all. So a lot of us are coming out here ready to smash the car. Hopefully not. But,
I mean,
I would think with $5,000 on the line.
5,000 buckaroos?
I mean, that's what people go home with.
Okay. Do you know the criteria of like second, third, or?
I don't know the whole breakdown, but I know there's a lot of money involved in this. So we're going to switch it up. Tony Crispin's going to follow Brian Wells in the lead.
I believe all Brian Wills has to do right now is just lead a solid lead, and then think he could pretty much.
Pretty sure he's got it in the bag. If he could finish this lap and Tony makes similar mistakes, he's definitely got this one. But if Tony can, put the pressure on him, maybe force a mistake, we got an even little battle there. But Brian filling that outer zone.
At this point,
Tony shut it down. It's looking like Tony's having a little bit of car issues. I'm not sure why he can't keep that thing sideways. It is raining.
I'm going to just say he's stepping back and learning how to drive this course in the rain so he can see what Brian's doing.
Brian is doing a great job of filling the outer zone. Even with the lack of grip, he is online. It's almost like a slow motion, perfect lap.
It is crazy to see like how well they're driving just in the rain.
Well, so we got a taillight flinging around the back of Brian's car, and he is absolutely filling the zone again. He put the entire car in it.
It's beautiful. It's like watching like CarX drift, but in real life.
Yeah, so they're on like 5,000 treadwear tires.
What's the adhesion?
All right, so first battle of the deathmatch, I believe, is done. Little slippery looking.
Little.
Kind of ice skating out there.
But yet again, it is wet. It'd be different if this was dry and they were driving like that.
Yeah.
But yet again, a lot of these drivers have not driven in conditions like this before.
Yeah, this is going to affect a lot of the SoCal guys because we are just not used to it.
Next we have, I believe,
So we have
Luke Palooka versus Ashton Redberg. Pakula. Yes.
I was just going to say that.
My ADHD won't allow me to read the right way.
All right.
Shout out to the Sylvan Learning Center holding me down.
POP. All right, she just got on Jones.
I thought she was expired.
Oh, really?
Yes, unfortunately. And everybody out there watching in the live stream, we do appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. If you can't be here on this wet and muggy day, we are here at Irwindale, first round of HOTPIT Autofest, and it's beautiful to see all these young faces, a lot of new faces to this round as well, and a lot of old faces. Some people that you may have known from last season that aren't here would be Josh Mason.
Yep, I hear he's not going to drive this year, but he may make a guest appearance.
That would be nice. I almost said Dustin Gibb already. So, and the last deathmatch, Brian Willis gets the win. Congratulations, Brian Willis. We will see you in top 32. Point to blue. There you go.
So
Give
Brian
it
Willis
up.
gets the win. Give it up for Tony Crispin for coming out here and trying. It's wet. It's weird.
And mind you, Tony Crispin's in a stock Z, and it sounds like a stock
It
Z.
sounds like a stock Z. Yeah, he's got Chewbacca locked in the trunk.
Oh, pray for those people's ears outside.
All right, so we're moving into battle number 2 of the death matches.
Luke Pakula versus Ashton Redberg. Luke Pakula in the S14.
Ashton Redberg.
Is that a Z? It looked like a Supra from here. My eyes aren't too good no more.
Yeah, that's a Z. So we're gonna
Sight lap?
do a sight lap first. We're gonna let these drivers feel the track out in the wet again, just like we did for Tony Crispin and Brian Willis, and we're gonna see how they fare in these new conditions.
Chris, do you ever see yourself driving one of the HOTPIT Autofest events? Not the necessarily battles, but like, you know how they do the fun days? Would you ever do that?
100%. I was gonna come yesterday, but so little e-brake pull into that outer zone. Luke Pakula.
I think this will be a
Not
good.
too high on the bank. Oh, and he shuts it down. Yeah, it's just such an awkward section in the rain, I think. Coming off of the bank, it's you can't really tell what's camera points. You're kind of tilted.
So would that be more of an e-brake
Coming
to
down.
correct that, or do you just like kind of like left foot brake
I
it?
wouldn't know in the rain. Right?
Okay.
Not experienced.
In the dry, because you've driven this course in the
dry
dry before,
you
yeah.
can shoot off of that.
Okay.
And yeah, you shoot off of that and you
Oh,
use
Luke
your-
Pakula
use
spun
your
out.
grip to slow you down into that outer zone there. So we had a slow spin out there. It's real slick. It looks super slick. I'd have my tires at 5 PSI if I was them.
5 PSI, will it not DB'd off the rim?
I mean, I DB'd or whatever, but that wasn't much better than a DB.
Right, you are.
Right, you are here. I would fight for every inch of grip I possibly could. I'd put Coca-Cola on my tires and hit them with a blow dryer.
Would that work in these conditions?
You know what Jeff Jones told me one time, a long time ago, that he would put, and I watched him do it actually, put Coca-Cola on his clutch.
What?
His clutch disc, yeah, he put Coca-Cola to get it to grip better. Because his clutch was slipping, so he put Coca-Cola on it, and it dried up and got sticky.
What tarnations is Jeff
I got it
Jones
from
doing?
Jeff Jones. It's Jeff Jones.
You know what? This is actually, if most people don't know, Jeff Jones got third here season before last in FD. I ain't never seen that big Caillou looking man be so happy in my life.
Oh yeah, he brought the little carbon fiber trophy over to us so you can see it.
Really?
Oh yeah. I've had my hands on it.
Shout out Jeff Jones and Mr. RJ Contreras for throwing this event, having us here for the third year continuously. People didn't want to see this happen again, but guess what? We came back stronger, better, faster. More streams are more accurate. We're actually on time.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Right?
You know? So we're done with the sight lap. It looks like getting everybody out of the way so we can get this going. Luke Pakula out in front. Let's see if we can keep it together.
Okay, little flip action on.
Nice little smoothie right pulling the outer zone. He's still missing the outer zone. You're going to want to get a little higher. That was at least he fixed it in the end there. And he had to shut it down. That's got to be a car issue there.
If he keeps it pushing, if Ashton keeps it pushing, he can secure his spot in 32. Mind you, he still has to do his lead run.
Still has to do his lead run, but he's looking real good right now. Filling outer zones, nice transition, no bobbles, smooth into this last outer zone. He's not really high on the wall. He's gonna reel it in here, so about 3/4 of the outer zone he filled. A slightly better job getting in the zones earlier, but overall good lap.
Mr. Pakula being one of the locals here in SoCal.
I believe we have a mechanical issue. I'm not sure if it's a tie rod. It looks like one of the wheels is at full lock in the wrong direction. I'm not sure if he was trying to pull off track or if that's a mechanical issue.
Somebody's going out there to check up on him. I see a couple of people. That dude is
He's hustling. That's a far run.
How long do you think he can run? How long? I think he's gonna stop probably at the second cone.
Is that Eric? Yeah.
Oh no, I believe. Hey, if you look, I can see you slowing down.
Hey,
I see you slowing down.
Hey, he had him in the first half.
No, keep it pushing. Needs the chest. Needs the chest. He's all right.
In through your nose, out your mouth.
He slightly looked like he was getting faster, but all he did was pick up his legs.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to suspect that we have a broken tie rod or lower control arm or something like that, because just as I suspected, they're looking at that wheel that's at full lock in the wrong direction.
That man ran across the whole track.
Yes, he did.
Good job. Good job.
He's getting points.
You know what I'm saying? Most people think drifters are lazy and out of
Put that on
shape,
his resume.
right? Listen, what can you
Ran
do?
across Irwindale,
Right.
round one.
Round one. That's what I'll bring to this company right here.
This is the value I bring.
Right? You shouldn't be asking what I can do for you. What can you do for me?
Looks like we got the tow truck out there. That's what he's gonna do for him.
Bro.
And man, what a bummer. You know, you do your sight lap, you get your car all the way out here, you practice all day long, and then you break a tire out.
But that's
$12 part.
That is the nature of the sport. If I told you how many times a coupler has failed on me at the track and just blown off my intercooler pipes, I could probably build you a bridge.
And you know, that's why I miss Pet Boys. Pet Boys, they had a speed shop that actually had silicone hoses.
Really?
Yeah, you could go get a silicone hose on a Sunday. Could you imagine?
Not anymore.
Where would you go now?
Advanced Auto Parts?
They don't have silicone hoses.
They don't have the speed shop?
Not 3-inch silicone hoses, 2.5, 3-inch for like an inch. They don't have that. All right, so this car is definitely broken. Tow truck is in place. This is gonna probably be a minute or two. Man, that's real unfortunate, Gary. What are you doing in a situation like that?
I think
You just gotta chalk it up and pack it up.
that's it. Like, you just pat yourself on the back, thank your team for helping and supporting. It's understanding, it's just racing. Anything that will go wrong, will go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
Something like
The
that.
Murphy's Law?
Murphy's Law, I thought it was like if an apple falls on your head, it's gravity. That's Isaac Newton, right?
Yeah, that's
Which one? E equal MC squared? That's Einstein.
He just like he started. These are most memorable quotes and sayings from famous intellectuals.
There's more intellectuals I would like to think of. One of them being they should have never gave y'all money. It's just a couch. Rest in peace, the late great Rick James, the modern philosopher of the 21st century.
Great mind of the 20th century.
Right?
Rick
As Rick James would say, I wish I had extra hands to give you more thumbs down.
Oh yeah, we definitely got a broken tire. Now that wheel is even more angled to the left, and that looks unnatural. At this point, it's looking like unnatural angle unless it's got wide spell.
What would cause a tie rod to break?
Almost everything. You could. I mean, I've broken a tie rod going through a dip.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Drifted all day long, dirt drop, crash into my friends, and then pull into a driveway, break a tie rod. Yeah. Never know, Gary. They just go out. But that's the thing with the suspension stuff is like, you could, and I've done this before. I went all out and I machined my knuckles and I got these FD spec tie rods and all that. But now you don't have a failure point. You're breaking knuckles now. You
see,
so
that's
you almost need that to be your failure point. But in situations like this, it's unfortunate.
I'm glad you explained this to me because I'm about to put like Wise Fab on my 34, which is coming from like a rival knuckle, like a slightly homebrew angle kit.
I believe Wise Fab it takes that into account, and they engineered a failure point.
Okay.
And I believe it would be the tie rod.
See, I'm just trying to make sure. Like, I always thought like building a car. Like, I got tired of sidestepping. Like you try to do everything you can, but it's just like if you buy the good stuff first time, you don't have to buy it the second time.
Yeah, it's always more expensive to buy the cheap stuff somehow.
Listen, I've learned. Can I tell you how many eBay wastegates have not cracked open?
Hey, do you know that I used to think my car made way more power than it did because all I did was buy eBay clutches, and I was like, dude, I'm spinning these 400 horsepower clutches. No, I was making 250, but those clutches were really horrible.
Listen.
Went through 6 of them.
It's okay. It happens that way.
So Luke Pakula's loaded up. Looks like we're going to be able to move on to this next battle. Or not the next battle. We're going to be able to finish this one. We do have the rest of the battle to go. There's a lead run coming up.
You know what I want to do right now? Shout out my mans. He ran to the track. He stopped. There you go. Did he jump over a puddle?
People, a little hopscotch. Keep the show going.
Right? People, give it up to my mans down there because he put his knees to chest. Most people would have took a scooter.
He's running again.
And I give it to him. My cardio game is not that good. Like, I would always like to think, like, if I could run at the stamina of the T-1000 from Terminator 2, that is the level of physical performance I would like to be at.
Of course.
But
you are.
But I am built like a snowman in the summer.
Yeah? You're built like a fridge with the freezers full.
Ooh, damn. That was a good one. Yeah. Was that a compliment? I like it.
It's food
but
in there.
Is it kid cuisines or is it like legit food in this? Like Dad, that's all we got is Hungry Man.
Hey, that was a loaded question because you said, is it real food or is it kids cuisine? I love kids cuisine.
Okay. You going to just start on us?
I think Ashton Redberg is going to pull up the line. I guess that's the end of the battle, huh?
I guess so. Now we know. Do I got to wait for you to tell me Ashton won?
Ashton Redberg gets the win by default. Luke Pakula is no longer able to complete battle.
Shout out to our people watching from New Zealand. I don't know what New Zealand's. It's kind of like Australia, but with more Fujians.
You know,
or New Zealanders. I only know New Zealand from Rocket Power.
New Zealand was in Rocket Power.
When they had the Rocket Power movie, they go over there and he's like, I want Vegemite, and then they were like, Vegemite's not great. It smelled like kneecaps.
Lots of
Have you ever had boiled kneecaps?
boiled kneecaps.
Boiled
no.
kneecaps, sautéed and
Sounds horrible.
That's like that food you had in China.
Oh, the food in China is interesting.
Most memorable time when you were in China.
The most memorable time in China.
Like what was like, this is some Chinese stuff I never thought I'd see.
A family coming to watch me eat because they've never seen somebody that looked like me.
You were quite exotic looking, I must say.
They literally asked if they could watch me eat my dinner, and a man stood there with his wife and kids, and they stood and watched me finish my dinner.
Did they prepare it
They
for
were smiling.
you?
No, it was in their house, but at the village that we were eating, there was no restaurants or no halls to have a meeting or a business meeting.
Okay.
So we had to eat in we used someone's house as a restaurant, and the family came to watch me eat. It was very strange, and the food was horrible. I had to pretend it was good. I ate some kind of weird pistol shrimp, and I ate like 2 snails.
Ew.
That was gross.
But you can't not eat it out of a sign of respect, right?
Well, if they were watching me eat, they had to come watch me eat. So, all right. So I'm not sure who's going to be going next. It's looking like Don Bolin may have a bye run.
Yeah, I think we're done for our deathmatch battles, and we should be able to get right into the top 32. And I see that means that Luke Pakula should be going against Rome Charpentier, and then no, what you mean no?
I'm having trouble understanding this chart here.
No disrespect, HOTPIT Autofest, but can somebody explain this paper to me? Who will roam out of the deathmatch battle? Who will be going against who? Okay. Okay. Okay, I keep getting Luke and Ashton confused because I remember Luke has a red card. So I've just been informed it will be Ashton Redberg versus Rome Charpentier, and then Brian Wills versus Dustin Farrell. Dustin Farrell being one of our top spots last year in the S13 Coupe, a magnificent car, probably one of the best cars, one of my favorite cars out here next to Blaze Potts. So I'm excited to see these gentlemen go at it. Trying to go over this list. Aaron Vasquez is on here. The only RB powered car out here. Shout out to my boy Aaron. Very knowledgeable. Good to see him out here. He's been trying to compete for years.
How many RB powered cars do we have this year?
One.
Just one?
Just one.
And who's that?
Aaron Velasquez.
Aaron Velasquez. Dustin Farrell. What did Dustin Farrell have? A
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z?
Yeah. Most of the people out here are Jay-Z. Well, can we shout out the young man in the Drift Alliance S13 with the KA Turbo, dang near stock, just pistons and hope.
Oh wow, that car looks super familiar.
Bro, it's from back in the day. It's one of Chris Forsberg's old joints.
It's like Bloodmaster's
Yes,
car.
it is Bloodmaster's car. Dang, you know you're old. Shout out back in the day, 10 years ago. Remember when you could watch a YouTube video and you're like, man, this is tight.
Remember when they were like skate videos?
Yes, now it's just like, hey guys, welcome back. I'm putting
now
this
they're all
car.
made on CapCut.
Right?
They're on TikTok.
Listen, bro, I use CapCut because I'm not creative with the editing. But yet again, those little jump cuts sometimes come through.
Hey, they're cool. They're cool, right? But nothing beats tandem of die end of year video.
Bro.
You know, vibes.
Bro, you remember when Hurt used to drop those old, like Hurt, the
bangers.
Yes, the bangers. And it was just like, I looked forward to it. And then it was before YouTube started demonetizing music.
Yeah, if you were around during the bangers era, you were around.
That's like when drifting was raw, where like you didn't need 1,000 horsepower to win.
Yeah.
Like you could just win with a smooth.
You know what that
500.
was? What era that was? That was when everybody who wasn't a super purist like enthusiast. That's when we all got into it. It's like Jeff Jones and all them paved the way, and I was like, hey, that's cool. I want to go over there and do that. That's when we all came. We showed up.
Right? And did we mess it
Oh,
up?
you guys been doing this for 10 years already? That's cool. Watch me crash my car.
Right? Bro, I watched that Bloodmasters video. I was like, these dudes are just.
Oh, I had to throw my skateboard out and just go get a car after.
Bro, literally, I was like, I told my boss, like, I need more hours. He said, you barely work now.
All right, so we're moving on. Looks like Brian Willis versus Dustin Farrell, and it's gonna be a sight lap. You know what? I would say typically, last place qualifier versus first place qualifier, this is a daunting task ahead. But Brian Willis was looking great out there.
But yet again, this is Dustin Farrell.
It is Dustin Farrell.
And he's got a working windshield wiper. That joint is tweaking.
Just one.
Huh? Just one. It is tweaking. Like, yo.
Oh, yeah, that thing's on full blast.
God dang, as I say, the god dang Viper's off the perk 30.
All right, so
Dustin Farrell will
Dustin
lead.
Farrell will lead.
Okay.
I believe everyone's aware it's not looking too competitive here, so definitely a side lap going on.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be nice.
Dustin Farrell, just as suspected, is right on line. Wet or dry, doesn't matter. Right into that second outer zone.
Man, just looking smooth. Mind you, this is just a sight lap.
This is a sight lap, but look at the, Brian Willis is right there.
I saw Brian Willis last year at Winter Jam driving in the rain, and he was holding his own out there.
Yeah, so the drivers that are used to that stuff, the drivers that have been in the rain, even a couple times, will do give you a huge advantage.
Bro, I must say, like, I tried driving in the rain once, just on some street stuff, just having fun, and I was just slipping.
It's not fun.
It's not, because it's like you try to clutch kick, and then it just automatically, there's no grip to grip up.
You know what I can say? I tell people rain drifting is like, rain drifting is what you think drifting is before you've drifted.
Yes.
So when you think of, you've never drifted before, you just got into it, you see people drifting, you think that what you think it's gonna feel like, that's what rain drifting feels like. When you first actually get in a drift car and it feels like you're being swung around in a slingshot because of all the grip.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of like, oh, I thought this was maybe slippery. No, it's not slippery at all. In the rain, it definitely is. We got some crab walking from Dustin Farrell. Crab walking up to the line.
I love that. There's something about like a car crab walking doing a burnout. Like it's just like tickles my fancy.
Yeah, it's just cool looking, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you're riding your bike and you skid out the back tire.
Bro, that's just so sexy.
So cool doing that. So we're switching it up. I believe this is going to be the real battle. Dustin Farrell's still in the lead position.
Dustin Farrell does have the advantage qualifying first.
And Brian Willis is right, initiating right behind him. Not giving him any space. Seems to be pretty comfortable in the rain.
Oh, Dustin Farrell straight out.
Kind of bobbled there.
This is nice to see. He's putting it on his door right now.
The proximity for Brian Willis is actually crazy in the rain. It's kind of difficult to you almost have to pre-plan that because you can't adjust. You know, you're where you threw yourself. You're in the real, there's not really any adjustment to be had there. So to be next to somebody that close that's planning. That's careful preparation.
He's trying to. I'm going to say he's trying to take out Dustin Farrell with technique, but Dustin Farrell's trying to hold his own right now and is just understanding like. Imagine like having the power of God underneath your foot, but you only can use just the tip of it.
Talking about the Jay-Z?
The S chassis. The S chassis, not the Jay-Z. But you know what? All due respect, the Jay-Z, one of the best engineered inline six engines.
So are you switching?
No.
Okay.
I'm just giving it credit where credit's due.
Okay. All right, we'll get you some.
If I would honestly use a Jay-Z if they weren't higher than giraffe genitalia.
Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, you could pull up to like any little rinky-dink shop, like let me get a 2J for like $2,500 with trans, if you're lucky.
$1,800 1Js
all day. Now you try to get a 1J, good luck. You got a better chance of winning the lottery.
You know, just get an RB20. There you go. $900.
Where?
You can find it.
It's time to hop on the
Take it out of someone's dumpster. Okay, so the second half of the battle is going to continue. We got Dustin Farrell slipping and sliding over the starting line. Man, that's funny. It's so wet and slippery out there. Just driving down those cambered corners, just making the cars slip out.
There's a level of anxiety that's reached here, like, because like once they just take off, I'm like, bro. After seeing the dude crash yesterday in Daigo's old car, like that kind of shook me up. Cause
I didn't see the crash. I saw the aftermath.
So when I was here, he was I literally saw everything. Cause shout out Jason Kim, his hood flew open before then. He hit this like K-rail and he literally went from sideways to like snapped all the way around. So I could imagine like the force of that is like having Debo come to your house and run your pockets.
Yeah, Debo came to his house for sure.
Yeah. What's up?
We should plaster a face in Debo's face.
Have you ever noticed Jeff Jones looks like Debo but less cockeyed?
You know what? Jeff Jones does look like Debo. You're right. You start calling him Debo. So
Is he giving up?
Wait, so does Dustin think that that's the end of the battle?
Dustin, if you can hear me, take yourself back to the line. If somebody in authority position, oh, it's raining.
It's raining now.
Have you ever tried to make Kool-Aid out of rainwater?
That sounds gross.
It is. It is.
That sounds horrible.
Poverty will cause.
You probably shouldn't drink rainwater, Gary.
No?
No, and I believe it's illegal to collect, too.
Who's trying to tell a 10-year-old boy not to collect rainwater?
The government?
They didn't stop me. I would contribute my genetics to the California ecosystem.
I'll be sure to report that.
You will?
Yeah, you'll probably get a call. Collecting rainwater is a federal offense.
Is that 1J in your car? Come with that car? You heard of the Environmental Protection Agency?
It says Toyota on it.
That is true. That you were. I don't like this weather. How it just got bright. It's like somebody put a filter.
Earthquake weather.
Yo, imagine if there was an earthquake and a lightning storm while it was drifting. How hard those polos would come out.
You wouldn't feel it in the car.
Bro.
So a little bit of confusion. I think Dustin Farrell thought that the first lap from that sight lap was part of the battle. Hopefully that doesn't affect the way he drove or the way he is driving.
Right.
Because that's a little confusing. Now, in his mind, this might be his third competition lap.
So he thought that he was giving it his all the first time when he was really just practicing.
I believe so.
Somebody has misled this man.
Yeah, so that might be a little unfortunate.
It is what it is, though. You adapt because Brian Willis could actually just drop the pancakes and not get the serve done.
Yeah. So Dustin Farrell.
Lots
of proximity.
That's what I'm talking about.
So he said, "All right, I get another chance. Watch this."
When I wake up in the morning,
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get this.
Right? As Dustin Farrell is following Brian Willis, and at this point, it's just hanging out. It's like watching surfing almost for drifting.
So Dustin Farrell is doing what I was saying Brian Willis was doing, and he's pre-planning his transitions where he believes Brian Willis is gonna be. You can see him transition a second or two before Brian Willis.
Oh, just a little tap. Just a little tap. Okay. Oh, there we go. He's trying to
keep it sideways.
I think at this point he knows what's good. That's why we're hearing the noise.
And they're almost parking it going. It's like it's a slight uphill, and they're having so much trouble building speed. They're going 10 miles an hour.
I love it. I honestly love this.
No, it's crazy. All right, so Dustin Farrell definitely stepping it up on that run there. I'm not sure if he thought his sight lap was a competition lap or if he just got confused with the number of laps that he did. But that one was definitely nowhere near the level of driving that was in the sight lap. That
Not
was
at all.
5 notches above.
As they pull up to the line.
All right, so give it up for Dustin Farrell and Brian Willis. I believe we have a winner.
Anybody got some Tums? I got heartburn. That's a lot of noise. You hear that HKS SSQ blow valve?
Yeah, he's got the old school.
Bro, think about it. Kids just like pops and bangs. And like when we were their age, all out, hey, oh, you got a blow valve?
Yeah. I know. I used to hear and go run outside and see what kind of car it was.
As we await.
Back when Evos first came out and the WRXs, I heard that ting. I would hear the ting.
Oh, the Gretty joint?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness, man. That's what I never forget being at the Hawthorne skate park. I was like, yo! Inspired me to get a Subaru, and then I lose it later on in my life.
That's right. All right, so we got 2 judges locked in. We need 1 more to figure out what's going to happen with this battle.
I can't mute myself. Oh, make that clear. The live stream. Shout out to all 227 people watching HOTPIT Autofest. I remember when we had barely 20 people watching.
We had 30, 40.
Remember? Started from the bottom, now I'm here.
Now we are here.
As one man used to say, I remember back then, they just couldn't stand me.
All right, so this battle
we get a radar
has a
gun
result.
out there?
And what we're going to do we have an official? Oh, we're doing one more time with this one, actually. The judges just locked it in, so 1 more time for this battle. It's a little too hard to judge, and there was some confusion around that. I'm pretty sure the drivers will be happy with that call.
I'm sure. Now, do you think, Chris, from a technical standpoint, are they as hard on their cars now in the wet as the dry, mechanically?
Mechanically, it's a lot easier on the drivetrain, a lot easier on the tires. I mean, most of these guys are going to go home with the tires they came with, probably, if it stays wet. It's easier on everything. Everything but maybe the bearings.
Okay.
You know, maybe your bearings take a little more of a beating because you're sitting at red line all day. But besides that, mechanically, it's easier on everything. It's harder to drive, but you're saving parts. It's very hard to snap an axle.
Here we go. Now we have Anton Rykov versus Wesley Stumps. Sight lap.
This is a sight lap. Oh, a little straight, and that's scary. So this is a sight lap. Hopefully they understand. Hopefully if there's no confusion. They line it up and they run their two. Anton Rykov is looking good, but he does need to push it a little further out into the zones.
Bro, it's a puddle right there.
It's collecting.
That's crazy. Like, it just slow. You can see physically how it just slows them down.
Yeah.
Bro, who in blue hell thought, like, yo, let me straight pipe this Z real quick for drifting?
I don't know.
Oh, no. His back is gone like a bad BBL. Get this man off the track.
You know, there's something about those VQs too. I believe they weren't developed by Nissan. It was like a French developed engine.
Really?
Nissan contract. Yeah, I believe they're like it's like a Renault engine. Or
Okay, that would make sense.
something to that effect. Some weird off car brand.
As weird as it sounds, I just put a VQ in one of my Skylines.
You better not have done that.
I've got an R32 with a VQ HR35 right now from a JDM V35. So I have a Skyline engine in my Skyline. Matt and I have been working at Tri-Speed continuously. It's one of those, I wanted to do a build for kids that don't have a lot of money. Because you figure transmission and engine only cost $3,500. No adapter kit, no nothing. You could just get it from the junkyard. Back like when you could get an SR for like that price. I thought about SR swapping. I even thought about rotary swapping with Kyle Mohan, but it was like realistically, like, I can't fund a rotary. I can't fund a billet K24. It's gonna sound like asshole, but I want it to drive like a Z.
Yeah, it's gonna sound horrible. It's gonna sound terrible.
Now I'm gonna make it sound good, and I'm doing all the fucking stuff. Pop some bags. Wanna pop some bags.
So where's we're looking for Anton Rykov.
I think unfortunately he got a boo-boo, so he's driving around.
I see him coming. He's up there on the bank.
Bro, you know how much it hurts my soul to see like I've been watching drag racing from like Winter Nationals '85 at Pomona, and just seeing like cars doing wheelies and flipping over, and like body kits falling off. But like here, it's like the difference is, it's like this is a longer drag race.
Oh yeah. And way worse on the car.
Do people drift methanol powered cars?
Sure, there's some
like C16 is methanol, right? Is it?
I don't think C16
Okay.
is methanol.
This is the battle. We're getting into it.
Actual battle.
Oh!
How they're able to just not smash into each other in the rain is insane to me.
Bro,
Because I fully would have T-boned Anton Rykov right there.
You know what the 405 looks like at people who are paying attention that can't do this? Here they come into that puddle section.
And it's real hard to see that outer zone. You know in the rain how you can hardly ever see the lane lines on the freeway?
Yeah.
I would venture to say that it's a lot like that with these outer zones of the chalk. Right?
And you know what people don't put in account? That the sun is on the track, so there is a glare.
Oh! Some contact. We're going to leave the bumper right there.
It's okay.
How much you want to bet Eric runs full speed over there and grabs that bumper?
Which one's Eric?
Eric's the one who ran across the entire track.
You think he got that much stamina bar left into him?
Uh-huh.
It's the beginning of the day, and we're only at the second battle.
He's probably got a good 3-4 miles locked in already.
HOTPIT Autofest, where if you're out of shape, you will be in shape at the end of the event.
Yeah, shit. Especially at Orange Show, you go up those damn stairs.
Bro, them stairs are tragic.
I feel like they built them at a certain angle, right? They're at like an even harsher angle than normal.
There's a high school around there, right?
There's just a toughness to those stairs that not all stairs offer.
I remember like playing football and having stairs like that to run up and then run back down and then run up.
Oh no.
Sports.
That's not fun. Go sports, go team. Anton Rykov, back of the line.
He will follow, and Wesley Stumps will lead. Wesley Stumps in the Z.
There's no S at the end of Wesley Stumps.
You know, us ethnic people adding extra letters. Like, I never said Hawthorne, I say Hawthorne. And people like, where do you get these extra syllables from?
Oh, I get it.
Wesley Stump.
You go to Burger King's?
Burger King's, McDonald's.
Well, McDonald's does have an answer.
KFC's.
You go to KFC, that's a bad one.
Right? Can I get some chicken McNuggets?
The KFC got chicken nuggets?
No, they don't. They got rid of the potato wedges.
Oh, what a horrible decision.
As weird as it sounds, as soon as they got rid of potato wedges, my business stopped there.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm out of there. All right, so Wesley Stump in the lead position. So I want to see how he's going to throw it in now because he's been throwing it hot, and Anton's Rykov's been kind of throwing it a little softer. So I figured he would create a gap there. Oh, and we got contact. It's just, you know, when you're diving in that hard, it's hard not to, you know.
It's understandable right now. Anton Rykov also struggling with like straightening out.
It's just running a real conservative line. He's nowhere near the outer zones. Not sure if he's real experienced in the rain, but he's definitely not filling the zones. I don't think he's hit a single zone this lap.
He's trying. He might hit the. I must give it to Wesley Stump. There you go. He keeps hitting that wall.
Yeah, so Stump just making all the contact.
Right. Is his trunk open? Jeff Jones, didn't you do that? Didn't you did DQ'd an FD for that?
That's active arrow.
Is it?
It's active arrow.
I like it.
Something just now fell off the car. Not sure what that was.
Shout out LQK Pick Apart on the track as he is getting disposable units for everybody. Anybody need 350Z parts? They're on the track right now. Somebody has wrote something in Russian in our comments. Shout out to you. Can't read that. It looks like hieroglyphics.
I believe that's probably an Anton Rykov fan.
As the boys line up here, we will find out shortly who is the victor and who is the unfortunate person who has to load their car back up on a trailer. As we wait for the judges' deliberation.
All right, so we do have a winner.
Okay.
And let's give it up. Give it up for, and who's pointing?
Hello.
Anton Rykov gets the win.
I know people may be thinking, like, why did that happen? I couldn't tell you, but as you can see, Anton Rykov played a conservative.
Well, I'll tell you what, the judges have, there's been meetings, there's been long talks about how they wanted this to be judged. They've communicated that with the drivers. So everybody's well aware of how this is being judged. They know what they need to do. I don't think anybody's going to question any of the calls. Yeah, you're never going to get away from that, you know, but for the most part, I feel like the drivers understand what's going on here, and we shouldn't have very many, shouldn't have very much controversy with this call.
Not at all. It should. Yet again, it is the wetness, and it's visually understandable why certain people have won. Like, it's not like where it's dry, like you can barely tell, and it came to like proximity of a cone or like.
Yeah. So for instance, that battle there's 2 judges for Anton and 1 for Wesley Stump. So it wasn't a matter of. It wasn't unfair. You know, it's just the way it went. Some people believe that Wesley Stump did better. More people believe that Anton Rykov did better. So, you know, real simple decision there. I couldn't really tell you who won that just by looking at it. But
True.
The judges see things that we didn't understand.
Is this another sight lap, or are we?
This is the revisit of the battle of Dustin Farrell and Brian Wills. Dustin Farrell keeping it. I mean, once he figures out his lap, that's pretty much his lap for the day. He usually does that. He throws down a real good lap and then he just mimics that perfect lap every single time.
I must say, him and Josh Mason have that thing where they can like perfectly.
They set it and forget it.
And then I found out from John Schaefer, he has a technique of what he does, a long burnout to initiation. That way he gets literally the tires to what he needs to the temp, and then he's good. Another person that I like to see that's like consistent in my head, Dustin Farrell losing his bumper, but at the same time, where did it go? Oh, it's on there.
He's taking it home with him.
He's just cleaning up the track a bit, little 1-800 Mr. Plow.
So real clean, super clean lap from Dustin Farrell up front. Brian Wills not doing bad of keeping up with him, but man, was that a textbook in the rain, round 1 lap.
That's what you would want to look for in a perfect wet scenario. Dustin Farrell leading and then Mr. Wills following at the same time. He didn't give him any space.
Yeah, so spotters out there, if you guys film that, definitely go back to your pits and show that to your driver and tell them, just do this, because that was it.
It will be interesting to see how the roles will change, because we have seen Brian Wills drive this in the wet at least 4 times. I want you to think about it. He had his death match, then he jumped straight into a battle, and now he got a little bit of a break, and then he's back into another battle.
Well, these 1 more times are going to help with consistency and getting seat time on track. So, you know, a lot of practice, then the death match, and then a 1 more time. So Brian Wills, if he makes it out of this battle, he's coming into the next battles with a lot more experience than the other guys.
I remember once we had like 4 1 more times when it was Sam McMoogie.
Oh, yeah.
And he's slipping my mind. He has a BMW E36.
Was it Spencer?
Spencer. Yeah, and they had like 4 One More Times. And it's
Yeah,
like people
Spencer and
don't
Sam.
understand like how much mechanical stress that you are putting those cars through.
And fatigue.
Yes.
Put your body through.
Like think about if you had to run like a 100-mile lap, or not 100-yard dash.
You could probably do it real good 2 times.
Yeah, and then that's that third and fourth.
Third and fourth
just
number
like
is horrible. Yeah.
drink a couple C4s and a Gatorade.
That's what separates the pros from the amateurs. So Brian Wills in front, Dustin Farrell giving chase. Nice feint from Brian Wills. And Dustin Farrell making a tiny bit of contact. Staying high and tight. Brian Wills filling outer zone, not as high as you probably want to be. Just missing that second outer zone. Brian Wills just barely outside of it.
As they get to the puddle zone, a little bit of
This one's a little hard to see, but he does fill that outer zone. Brian Wills, Dustin Farrell not giving him any room.
It's crazy to see
Have to predict this transition here, Dustin Farrell.
that these cars are like gripping up in the rain, which is crazy to see.
Well, now we're at a real interesting spot, right? So it's starting to dry up in some areas, and it's real wet in other areas. So this is going to be tricky for some of the drivers, for sure.
Look,
This
and you
is
hear
awkward.
these people. These people are happy. Our fans here at HOTPIT Autofest. That was beautiful. That is what I like to see.
So Dustin Farrell just, man, super consistent. Tiny bobble here and
Bro,
there.
look at what is he? It's crazy. Like he's
crab
coming
walking
straight.
all the way
Yo,
over
my
here.
man. Yo,
Look at him make a left turn.
all the way. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
give it up for Brian Wills. That was sick.
The people are. You know
Don't
what?
forget Dustin Farrell.
I
That
love.
was cool. I'll tell you, he made a right turn and then a left turn without turning the wheel.
That's that show, right? That's that showmanship.
I bet you that was real fun too.
You ever seen those clapped out trucks on the freeway and they're like, bro, you need an alignment?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like I always question that.
Oh, when they change lanes, but it looks like they're just hovering over the lane.
Man,
All right, so judges got their work cut out for them. That was definitely a tough one.
The judges are deliberating as they find out who won, the Autobots or the Decepticons.
And
wow.
Brian Wills takes the win.
That is an upset.
Wow, upsetting our champion from last year.
Yep, right. Dustin
Farrell being taken out by Brian Wills.
That's wow. Here, Dustin Farrell is not personal; it's only business. I'm gonna need you to load your car up on the trailer, and you may spectate, but you are no longer allowed to drive today. Do your thing. Hold on, keep getting by. Oh my goodness. Sorry. So right now we will have Dustin Farrell will exit the track as Brian Wills from the. So what I'm hearing with the detriment to Dustin Farrell was his lead was great, but his chase was iffy. So with Mr. Brian Wills kept a consistent leading and following, which is great to see due to the simple fact that these gentlemen are that is the top dog versus literally a dude who barely got in here by the skin of his teeth, but now he is in the game for the top 16 as we move on to our next battle, which we have Josh Stewart versus Don Boline, or AKA Don Shredder. Saw this gentleman first here at, Drift League about 6 years ago on a 350Z that was supercharged that he bought. Man, couldn't even tandem, but he could drive. But look at him now, like he is a full-fledged driver, and he is in a good-looking car. Don Shredder, if you can hear me, best of luck. He is probably our oldest competitor here next to Jesus Christ, but he doesn't have a car here, so Jesus walked on water so he could give Don Shredder a chance to drift on it. So let's see what he can do if they ever go. Josh Stewart in the Corvette. No sight lap? No sight lap. So fight on fade. So they're going to have to do what they're going to have to do. So you're either going to have a victim of elder abuse or he's going to take them back to the good old times. So let's see what they do as Josh Stewart leads and Don Shredder follows. Both never in the zone, but there we go. Oh, whoa! Just like every elderly person before, he ran right into the garage door. Please pray for that man. He is okay, but not that car. As Josh Stewart finishes out his run, I hope Don Shredder is okay. Josh Stewart just got to finish through the rest of the track and make it through. Not today, Scam Likely. You will not get me. As Josh Stewart fills in that last outer zone. There you go, and he's just showboating, hot dog, and there you go. Just get through it. All you got to do is knees to chest, and he has completed his run. Right now, we will see. I thought Josh Stewart was going to check on Don Shredder. I believe he might, or he just might go back to the line. As we have our track officials check on Mr. Shredder. I believe he's okay. Just a little whoopsie doodle. Maybe something broke on the way, so most people don't know. Man's came through. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me, y'all. I had to get these Tums in my system. Oh, dang. Shot my boy Matt up there. Here we go. Thank you for the Tums. Good. Tastes like candy. I never thought I'd see the day where I have to take Tums. I always thought this was an old person kind of thing, but bro, my lower back is killing me. I tried to curl a VQ trans the other day, which I did, and it was just like, bro, I'm paying for it. I freaking, what's that? Whatever the kids, I clenched, whatever length. I don't know the exercises right now, but I was manhandling a VQ, and I'm paying for it now. Those are wheels. Kids, let this be a lesson. Lift with your legs. Just because you have the strength of 10 young men doesn't mean you should use it all the time. That's why cherry pickers were invented.
Yeah. Or you can go to the gym. You go to the gym and you work out and you build the muscles properly. You know,
bro,
you can lift things.
It's the transmissions are so convolutedly shaped.
It's just an awkward thing to lift. You know, it's kind of like a 10 by 10 tent.
Yeah.
They're not heavy at all.
No.
But they're heavy in some way.
Apart, if you try to lift the 10 by 10 apart, it becomes a kite.
Exactly.
But together, it becomes a rocket launcher. I always like to think I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator.
So we had some major contact with the wall, huh?
Just a bit. Unfortunately, Don Shredder was doing good, and I was giving him his props on learning how to tandem. And then he was like, "Let me reset to default." And
man, so this happens to him. This has happened to him a few times.
It's drifting, man.
Yeah, I just feel bad. It's really this one. I mean, it's not really his fault. You know, it's wet out here. It's raining.
But the grass is green.
I mean, the car's not destroyed. That's good.
No, it just appeared like he just tapped the wall, but he did tap it at a considerable amount of speed.
Yeah.
Is there such thing as having like foam padding on K-rails, or is that on those, or is that just if you snag it, they can just slap you into the wall? It's not like a wall where it's solid, you know?
I don't think there's. I think it's either solid or not. You know, there's no half solid barrier. I mean, the closest thing to that would be a water barrier, but I mean, you're going 60 miles an hour. Those are still solid objects. Break in this storm here.
It was like a thunderstorm, and then they were like, "No, we're not going to cancel this. We're going to keep it going." I'm like, "Bro, I'm sitting on a metal bleacher."
Yeah.
And I'm sitting on a metal bleacher waiting to see if Frederick Osborne's going to win or not, and I could get zapped.
So I'm willing to bet. I put $5 that in the next couple battles, this last corner is going to be smoked out.
Think so?
Oh, we're going to start billowing smoke off this last corner. It looks like it, just about. Yeah. 5 more minutes and there's smoke in this corner. And then the rest of the track is going to follow. It's going to get drier and drier from there all the way back. It's going to dry. It's going to start at the end and work its way back.
That's what the level of commitment I would like to see from the weather.
From the weather.
Imagine if you could just buy the weather. Like if you could pay the government to be like, "Hey, could you not rain today?
Hey, so on Tuesday, can I just pay a fee for it not to rain?" Yeah.
I always would like to think, like in my head, like if we could arrange with Mother Nature, could you rain every Monday?
Oh yeah.
If you
we
rain,
can just have a schedule.
Like a solid, like give me a solid day where you're gonna rain, so I can enjoy not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And like sit and listen to some who's that? Some Chuck Mangione. Feels so good.
You could be there's a hack though, is you could just be a weatherman.
Okay.
You could be a weatherman and then you go and lie to everyone about the weather.
Okay.
So say you want to go golfing, right?
Okay. We'll be back after this commercial breaks.
We will be back. So say you want to go golfing, right?
Yeah.
You just tell everybody on the news, hey, pouring on Wednesday.
my name is Johnny from Nitro Supply located in Huntington Beach, and we're super excited to be an official sponsor of HOTPIT Autofest. If your project car struggles to merge onto the freeway, we have just the solution for you. With full kits starting at $3.99 and refills at $5 a pound, you'll be sure to have that extra pep in your pedal and still have enough gas money to get home. We provide easy access to all the parts and services you need, including refills, solenoid testing, and manifold plumbing. So give us a call, stop on by, and check us out on Instagram.
Hey drift enthusiasts, Tiny here, back on the mic to tell you all about the ACS Drift community. Not just a community, we're a family of modders, drivers, and content creator with over 49,000 members for Assetto Corsa. In our playground of over 250 servers, we're all about having a blast. From grip to toge, SRP, and especially drifting, we've got it all. It's the place where the thrill never stops. But hey, it's not just about the races and drifts. It's about the community spirit. We love giving back to our members with exciting giveaways and competitions that keep the adrenaline pumping. And guess what? We've teamed up with HOTPIT Autofest for the ultimate collaboration. It's a partnership that's making us stronger. But wait, there's more. We're not just local, we're global. Our Discord is the supreme spot where drivers from all over the world come together to share the passion and drive with the pros. So what are you waiting for? Join the ACS Drift community today and be a part of the ultimate driving experience. We'll see you on the track, drifters.
Smile, boys, and suck it in. Hey, it's just big day.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
He's out there having a
Fortunately,
blast.
there's way too many cameras around for that.
next car. We're going to move on to the next battle, and it looks like Mr. Luke Fink
versus Mr. Alexander Diarmond.
So Luke Fink coming from all the way across the world. If you haven't seen this guy, well, you probably have seen this guy.
Right.
Let's be real here. I am curious to see if he finds a way to throw a backwards entry at this with this track layout.
I would hope he does not right now. Whoa, there
He's
we go.
been known.
Do you see smoke?
I see smoke.
Where there's smoke, there is
Luke
fire.
Fink has been known for years, right, to throw backies in competition.
Want to know a fun fact? He used to be a professional BMXer. I
Yes,
saw this
he
man
did.
ride in the gravity
Yes, he did.
games.
Yes, he did.
And it's crazy to call Luke Fink my friend because he was like, "Oh, I used to ride BMX," and I'm like, "I know you used to ride BMX. You just don't look like you ride BMX."
Yeah.
But apply that to a car, and then you have a 0 Fs given.
Yeah, and usually somebody comes from dirt biking or skateboarding or anything, they get in a drift car and they're usually pretty up to speed at in an event.
Yeah.
Like by that event, they're drifting with us. You know,
Because
they've been drifting for 10 years already.
Because you figure like you've pumped if you were to tell a normal person like you're going 30 miles an hour pumping and carving a bowl, in a sense like I'm going 80 miles an hour driving sideways on the track. It feels the same.
I feel way safer in the vehicle.
Oh, of course.
I'm not gonna break my spine in here.
Yeah.
I might slam against the wall and get real scared, but I'm not gonna hit my face on the floor and chip my teeth like I have, in real life. But not that drifting is in real life. So Luke Fink is in the chase position, and he's in these cars. I believe he is in a stock Corvette.
Yeah, stock Corvette with an angle kit on conside wheels.
Yeah.
And
So
then
Alexander Diarmond, do you know?
he looks like he has a
It
V8.
looks like there's a swap in
Yeah,
there.
it's a V8. I want to say it's an LS.
Oh, that's definitely an LS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we're getting a little bit of grip here finally.
Ooh.
And yeah, the drivers are it's gonna be weird, right? So he stayed a little far off the wall. I'm pretty sure he didn't know what was gonna happen.
No, not at all.
Is it gonna be slick? Is it gonna be grippy?
Oh, that angle kit saved him.
Almost like borderline half spin there.
Borderline.
But Luke Fink keeping it together in chase position.
It's going to be interesting to see what Luke Fink does on his lead, because on the lead of Alex, he didn't even get none of so far.
And a spin from Alex.
Luke keeping it together. A little manji, then he hit the little zap zoodle. Then there you go, and finish.
So the beginning of that bank looks a lot more dry than the end of it.
Right, but yet again, Alex did spin out in front of him, but there was nothing like Luke could do. He just made the best of it.
Well, the run was over there.
Yeah. As we look at the replay.
So you said, I was going to comment back. You said you want to see what Luke Fink is going to do. Well, one thing I heard, a comment that I heard that was pretty funny, but somebody told me earlier, they asked Luke Fink, so how do you feel about the track? Or what do you think about the track? Or what do you think about the driver? And Luke Fink replied, everybody's on the brakes. So I think he's going to probably try to go pretty fast.
Luke Fink reminds me of a Jurassic Park scientist. Like the way he looks like he made the worst dinosaur ever, but it's functional, and it's the only thing that can stop what the other scientists have made, and it's just like, this is impractical.
Yeah.
How did you get a Velociraptor to learn how to drive a Corvette, sir?
All right, so Luke Fink in the lead position.
Yes.
Alexander Diarmond in the chase. So same power plant, right?
Same power plant, different chassis. Z's being the new 240s and Corvettes being the new, I don't know.
You know what I don't really quite understand about Corvettes, right? They don't have coil suspension in the back, right? Isn't it just some torsion bar or something?
I think so. Okay, Luke Fink.
Luke Fink.
There you go.
Way out in
Look
front.
at that. You see how he's holding it down, POP? He gets to the zone.
Barely.
He's showing Mr. Alex, like, listen, I know you want to drift, but this is how you drift. Watch me sit here. You see where you hung out a little bit? Nope, not today. This is not Mr. Cooper. We're going to fill out that other outer zone.
He's filling the zones all the way out.
All the way. Like, look, he's just giving a little.
Using all the track, Luke Fink.
101 on how to drive in the rain. In Australia, he has to fight giant spiders and kangaroos. Look how he put that whole car in
Luke
that
Fink
zone.
just dragging the wall.
Why you got to do that to him, Debo? That was his grandma's
Dragging
chain.
the wall, so that's what you want to see right there. Earlier I said Justin Farrell laid down the perfect lap, but I'm going to go ahead and say right there, that was probably one of the cooler looking laps we've seen today.
And
of course, Luke
360,
Fink,
no way.
360 into the position.
It's hot dogging.
That's why we love Luke Fink.
I cannot be mad at this gentleman because we were expecting him to do something, and what he did was just show us.
You always get something from Luke Fink.
And I love that he's just in a stock car.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people think you got to need these high horsepower. Like, no, just little something simple.
I mean, it is a Corvette.
I mean, but think about it. If you told me, let's rewind time. 5 years ago, Corvettes weren't hot.
No, definitely not.
Corvettes were like, ugh. My granddaddy got one of those. But now it's like
Corvettes were like New Balance. When New Balances were cool, they're kind of cool now.
Right.
New Balance and jean shorts.
now jean shorts and New Balances are cool.
Pretty cool.
And listen.
The 90s are cool.
Bro. How many of you think Luke Feek won? How many of you think Alex won? The real winners are you for showing up.
All right, so let's see if we got a winner. I think we do. A couple of the judges are locked in. We need one more judge.
Uno más, judge. Judges don't take too long.
And I believe we have a winner.
Okay.
And Luke Fink gets the win.
Congratulations, Luke Fink. You will move on to the top 16. His first time driving HOTPIT Autofest.
So that's going to work out for him, coming all the way from around the world. And he gets into the, we're in the...
Okay, I thought he was just going to do...
We're in the top 16. What do you know?
Been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know. I love that.
All right, so the sun is making an appearance. It's going to start drying this track out. We're going to start getting some real fast, smoky battles. Hopefully some more proximity.
Little orphan Jeffrey asked for the sun to come out tomorrow, and it came out today. Not that Jeff Jones is an orphan, but he looked like one.
That's derogatory towards orphans.
Huh? You ever seen a rich orphan?
A rich orphan?
Yeah, Batman's a rich orphan, but he still was...
Orphan is just a strange word.
Like, orphan almost feels like you orphan, like damn.
I don't want to, it almost feels...
Orphan and porridge are the two worst, like.
Don't give me porridge. If you feed me porridge, we're gonna fight.
Porridge is just like downgraded oatmeal and grits. I would like to think the hierarchy of breakfast is like cereal at the top, whatever brand you like. Then you have like oatmeal, but then there's a subcategory with like dinosaur egg oatmeal. Then you got grits, and then it's just like sub-tier like instant breakfasts.
Yeah, man, 99 cent store grits.
Ooh, bro, 99 cent store grits, you gotta get butter and sugar with it. Oh, sorry, there's a battle going on. We're talking about food.
All right, so Casey, this isn't, who do we got here?
Oh, Sam McMoogie and Casey Chavez.
Oh, my bracket is a little flipped around. Okay, so we got Sam McMoogie and Casey Chavez. I knew that was Casey Chavez. All right, so Sam McMoogie in a slightly new livery this year. He changed it up every year.
Bro, what he doing in that car? What is he doing? You know he signed up to drift, right? You know that, right? The dude in the purple car. Somebody not doing their job right now.
What do you mean?
I don't know. The purple car ain't purpling. He like just purpling.
Oh, big contact.
Never mind. And he's about to spin out, not even doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but that was a big hit, surprisingly.
As we go back to the line, this will be interesting to see. It's crazy how we went from wet to muggy to clear skies to now the sun is in my face.
Now the sun is in my face.
Right?
And I'm gaining a couple of degrees over here.
Bro, my face is getting hot. HOTPIT Autofest.
So are we still doing sight laps? No more sight laps. So we're not doing sight laps anymore.
So does he know that? Do they know they don't have a sight lap, right? As long as they know.
I mean, I guess Luke.
Somebody said he pizza when he should have French fried.
Skiing now?
Huh?
You're
Skiing. I've never skied, but I've watched people ski from a distance.
Yeah,
that should make me nervous.
Bring myself to do it. I'll snowboard though.
Have you ever just thought like, who made these sports up? You seen that one unorthodox snowboarder? He's like a black dude with dreads, like just does like the most wackiest like stuff. It's like pretty cool. He hangs out with Sal Masakela.
What's Dig-alert? That sponsor?
Dig-alert?
Speaking of sponsors.
Let me pull up the list. Doo-doo-doo. Sports Center. We are tuned in right now for our sponsor list that I cannot find. Here we go. Oh, they're going at it again. Sponsor going to Purple Car, Chavez, McBoogie. Okay. There we go.
Oh, that's flick from Casey Chavez.
That's what I wanted to see.
High and tight on the line.
That man was playing possum the whole time, making us think he was just a lobbyist. But no, he is in here ready to drift.
Well, maybe he had a game plan. You know, maybe he's gonna stick back, just make sure he finishes the lap, and maybe hope for a mistake from Sam, and capitalize on that mistake in his lead round.
In all due respect, for him to finish, he had to start.
It's true.
Yes, I learned that from the judges. All due respect, I hadn't heard that. Okay. Oh!
Contact on the same spot as Sam.
1-2 punch. The tire is out.
Just a little bit more damage from.
He had it, bro. He had it. But yet again.
Oh, man, that's not good.
Mr. Sam going to go.
Major contact in the same spot. I wonder if that's just a slick area.
It probably is. There's something there that we can't see. But it's understanding, like, people who, it's either you play it, like you say, you either do it all or you don't do it. Okay. And at this point, you're going to get broke off. And everybody out here just came out here to compete today, and it's great to see, like, they actually want to compete.
Yeah, I mean, they're leaving it all out there. You can see that. They're gonna win the lap in a convincing fashion, or they're gonna smash their car against the wall.
And it because my heart goes out to them because they built these cars to come here.
Yeah, these are HOTPIT Autofest competition cars. Eric's running again.
Bruh's doing it. While they check on him, he's checking on the damage of his car. Everybody give it up for Casey Chavez for being okay out there, everybody. The sun, bro. Goku out there with the solar flares. Damn. Oh, there's a blind? Bro, oh. I feel like Blade right now. Thank you. He came through. Shout out to my mans right here with the technical adjustment. Oh, they can't see? Oh, thank you. As the track is being adjusted and there's people here. Shout out to everybody who came out today. Thank you for coming. Rain, snow, or shine, or if lava fell out the sky, we would still be here. Pompeii could go off again and we still gonna drift around the volcano. Right? These tow truck drivers thought they were just gonna sit down and have an easy day. Not today. Not today. As we do that, I want to give a shout out. We want to give a shout out to our sponsors, BC Racing, Aeromotive, Optimum Batteries, Action Clutch, Nitro Supply, the Big Duck Club,
the Prisma Lab, Status Racing, Link ECU, LADBX, Zestino Tires, Valeno Tires, and Vitor Tires.
Thank you for everybody and everybody here. Make sure you go check out the people and the vendors out there. We got some Tri-Speed goodies. The booty hustlers are out here hustling, as always.
Take care of yourself. Make sure you get some concessions. I know it's wet out here, but don't forget to drink water.
Don't drink the rainwater.
Don't drink the rainwater.
Don't be like me or you'll develop an unusually large amount of strength.
Gary's been in it.
Yes.
Gary's been hanging around in the rainwater. Definitely don't want to taste any of that.
Is that dude driving a toolbox?
That toolbox is being towed.
Well, I'll be.
I think there's someone on it.
Yeah, I can't tell. Yep, somebody's on it.
Someone's on that toolbox. So we've got another battle coming up right now. It's looking like Zandara Kennedy and Elliott Bright. This is going to be a good battle here. Both of these drivers, I hear, have been throwing down all weekend.
Yes.
Elliott's looking solid. Zandara's looking solid. This is going to be a good battle. Two relatively simple built cars. I mean, they're fully built cars, but they're not over the top builds. You know, these are reliable.
Elliott's car is actually a stock Mustang with angle with the supercharger. Yeah. So you could literally go buy that car at the dealership, put everything on as is, and come out here. As long as you got a cage. I believe Rome Charpentier built that cage for him, and I've driven that car and it's real snappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe he
supercharged.
I believe it still has AC on.
Yeah, it does. It's crazy to think like he has a like he can daily that car and then also bring it here to drive.
Yeah. And compete in it.
Yes.
And you know.
Another
just bring it works.
Let that be another car you could think about how much money a stock S4 no not a stock S4 S14 SR swap, clean interior, clean title costs as much as that Mustang. I know somebody who just paid $19,000 for an S14 with the SR20.
I hear the JDM bubble's bursting soon.
I hope so. God dang, I need to buy another Skyline. And the way it's looking, well, you figure if you wanted to break it down, the 34 is the last semi-desirable car for us as kids. Everything after that is just the new stuff, like Z's, and there's nothing that was really like, man, I need that. Like they got Subarus and.
The 34 was pretty much.
The 34s and 15s, yeah. That's where we cap off, and then everything.
Yeah, for
after
me,
that.
it doesn't start again until like, I was like, Evos are cool.
Yeah.
Evo 10, and then Evo is starting to come out with cool stuff again. You know.
I think there's a brief hiatus where like cars just became like, what are we doing? That weird time, I would say from like 2001 to like 2003. There was like an unknown.
Strange era.
Yeah,
right?
because you figure like
that 2001 to 2003 is when there's some manufacturers still making box cars.
Yeah.
But then you had like the Ford Contour. And it was like, all right, let's make the roundest car we could possibly make.
Then,
you know what I mean?
Then you got the things like the Pontiac Grand Am.
Yeah. And then weird things, like the Pontiac Grand Am. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on there?
It was just like
let's
hey,
put lights here.
Let's not to
Put some
mention
more headlights on this thing.
the Chevy Monte Carlo SS. Jeff was an Intimidator edition. It was just like, I don't want a front wheel drive V8. Like
the North Star.
Ugh. That's right. Like because at that point I'd say cars fell off, and then like that's the dub era.
Yeah.
Like we had a strange era where cars with big rims would just. Let's not forget the box Chevys with the Captain Crunch logos, the snaps,
the Trix car, the Skittles car, the Southern
Rice
car.
Krispie treats.
Oh man.
I would say that's like the early. I would love to build a JDM car
You know how
with the
many
old
people
style.
are probably still paying off their credit debt from that era when they all first got credit and bought all those cars?
It was.
So Casey Chavez is calling a 5-minute competition timeout. He's gonna try to get the car back together and make it back to battle. But it's looking, kind of a hard hit. So we're gonna have to get him off the trailer and see how much work there is to be done.
Right now, as we sit here and wait to find out what the judges are going to do, everybody, I see those bright, beautiful faces. Make sure you tag, and also at HOTPIT Autofest, everything you do here, that way sponsors can see it and we can get more lucrative opportunities where we can bring you better live streams. Not that the live stream is great now, but imagine getting a live stream from the POV of the driver.
From the POP?
The POP, like imagine like if we had battles where we could see what the driver sees.
Yeah,
like imagine when James Dean freaking beefed it here against Matt Field, what that looked like in car, like
so
live.
Sandara out front, that would be pretty cool if we had a lot of these. You get 40 or 50 FPVs. So, hot contact on the wall. I was gonna say, didn't.
That boy kept going. Bright side, if you can hear me, just finish your run. But she spun out and kept it pushing. She ain't saying I'm not stopping.
Hey, well, it's a good chance to get a practice lap in. Elliott could shut it down here. I mean, there's no, the lap's over. I believe once it's past him.
Nope. You know what? Okay, now he just that was about that point. And it's crazy how that Coyote engine just barks. Yeah. It's got a different, it's different here like a Hemi, a Coyote, and like a LS. And then even the 1UZ. I like that the 1UZ's V8 sound is like call waiting music. Yeah. It's like classy V8. It's not loud, it's not rowdy, but you know it's a V8, while the LS is just like, where's my gun?
Yeah, the LS is still Wild West.
And you think like the Coyote is just like,
Coyotes were fun.
Coyote's it's like the cousin, like the hillbilly cousin got into like a UC.
Exactly, yeah. The Coyote's the cousin that didn't go. He's the one that went home at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
You get partying until like 1 or 2.
And then the Hemi's just like, what are you doing? Like he's community college. Yeah. He's definitely community college, but with high grades.
Yeah, he's the valedictorian at the city college.
Yeah, like valedictorian of Santa Monica College, 392 Hemi. Thank you. He works an honest job at like the Dairy Queen.
Yeah. All right, so Elliott Bright's gonna switch up into the lead position. Sandara's got a kind of a hill to climb here because she spun in her first corner. So pretty much as bad as it gets as far as the lead.
That noise.
That's Kyle Mohan, sir.
I saw Kyle Mohan last night, and it was great to see him smile.
He's got a smiley smile, doesn't he?
Like Kyle Mohan has he has like a realtor smile. Like Kyle Mohan, I'd buy a house from him.
Yeah, he's got I'll sell you a house. Smile.
Yeah. Kyle Mohan at what's a good real estate? 21st Century. Lead, like he sells houses in like unusual areas. Like where do you sell like Apple Valley? Yeah.
Apple Valley Realtor.
Yeah.
Apple Valley Realtor sounds like you might as well.
But he's the highest selling in his district. Like you can't be. You heard Kyle sold another property. Apple Valley. Who's moving out there? But I don't know. But they're buying houses from Kyle. Kyle residing right now in Long Beach. Shout out to 562.
All right, so here we go again. Elliott Bright in the lead position. And to kind of get a little more grippy, they're starting to leave that line a little faster, and we're getting a little bit of smoke here, too.
Okay, a little tap. I like
just a tiny bit of smoke coming off of Elliott's car there.
It's crazy to hear his car that is faced the other way, and I could still but Zendara is not giving up on her.
No, she's full pull in this run. So this is what I'm talking about. So Elliott just came over that not super grippy, but the very grippy bank where it's already smoking the tires up. Now he's in this again. So
All he has to
it's
do
an
is
awkward change.
if he plays it right.
Into the slip area.
That boy is nice. You hear that roar?
Oh, yeah. Good run from Elliott Bright and Zandara Kennedy. Give it up for both of these drivers. And he's not done.
Imagine you finish your run and you just crash into the wall. Is he going to try to do that?
Elliott's pumped on that. He knows he's got the win. And you can kind of see that in his demeanor here, how he's pulling up to the line.
Slow it down, Elliott. Slow it down.
Save some tires, Brody. All right, so a little far away, but you guys get the gist. Give it up for both these drivers. Give it up for Elliott Bright. Give it up for Zandara Kennedy. All right, so we're going to have the judges deliberate not too long. We're going to make it official, and Elliott Bright's going to get the win.
Hell yeah, Elliott. Good job out there. Everybody in the live stream, let us know where you're from. We want to see where you're watching and what time you're watching. I seen somebody here was saying I'm watching at 1:34 in Moscow. God dang.
1:34 in Moscow. It's going to be hot in Topeka.
I always see Elliott Bright's suit, and I'm like, bro, just get a slimmer suit. Like you were driving around like you're an astronaut.
Elliott's got to get a couple of those suits because he's wearing it all the time.
Yes, but you know what? I think it's like a personal.
You gotta have one you can wash, one you can wear. So Elliott Bright gets the win.
Somebody's watching from Bangkok. I believe that's the capital of Thailand. I've learned that as a kid multiple times.
Elliott overly pumped on that.
Where is he?
Very visibly stoked. Elliott Bright.
You better stop. Vancouver Island, Canada.
Vancouver Island, Canada. Shout out to Vancouver Island, Canada.
He said the guy act like he won the whole thing. Think about it. Like, this is a gentleman who really never makes it out the first round.
Yeah, and this is round 1 of 2024 HOTPIT Autofest. This is the one where you gotta make a name for yourself. You gotta, from here on out, either you've made fans or maybe now you've got some enemies.
Exactly.
So round 1, season 1, right? Spencer, he won the crowd in the first round.
Right.
The rest of the year he was the people's champ. So yeah, real important that you do well in round 1. It also secures you points and places you well for qualifying. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Kyle Mohan, who you driving against? Oh, Yoshiki, bro.
So Yoshiki, bro.
Yoshiki Tani.
Yoshiki Tani. Crash.
Yes.
So the Daigo Saito SC, the Soarer.
Yes.
Right, the SC chassis.
Hold up, old boy qualified and then beefed it?
Yeah.
Damn.
So Kyle Mohan's gonna get a bye run here. Taking all the noise.
I need me a rotary swap Skyline. I'm putting that out in the universe right now, Chris Miller. Next 5 years, rotary swap Skyline.
You can see the grip kind of coming back into that bank.
It's crazy to think that is a Miata that's making all that noise.
It is. The Miatas are so small. They truly are so small.
Kyle Mohan's my height. He's like 6'2", 6'3", and he's in that tiny car.
Yeah. You almost can't call it a car. I feel like they just can't be qualified as cars. It's almost a go-kart.
Almost.
It's just about a go-kart.
It's like kind of like one of them little ATV things.
It's not There's not a whole lot to a Miata. I mean, it's really just like a windshield, an engine, a place to sit, and then that's it, some wheels.
Like when you see a Miata, you never heard something like, damn, that Miata's aggressive. So you always, that's a cute Miata.
Oh, it's always cute.
Yeah.
Never heard, oh, that's sick.
Right?
Oh,
Like Miatas are like Kevin Hart. You look at him like, I know you're buff, but you don't intimidate me.
Yeah, you know why I can't own it?
Why?
Because any girl I've ever been with, that's all they ever say. Oh, that's a cute car. And I'm like, oh, that's a Miata.
It could be worse. Uh-oh, another battle.
All right, so we're moving into the next battle, which is another Byron.
Justin blew his motor.
So Justin Leonard unfortunately blew his motor. Alexander Ferreira is going to get Alexander Ferreira is going to get a Byron. Ferreira.
We are not going to repeat last year what happened.
Hey, no knives being pulled on me this time.
You got your own knife.
I got my own knife.
Listen.
Keep that thing on me.
Oh.
All right, so Byron here, pretty simple. We've been through this. We're gonna get through the lap.
Yep, the track is drying up. You see the smoke. Another Mustang here, beautiful to hear.
Okay, nice. So we are starting to dry up, and it's the infield here that, you know, this is the tricky part. You're coming out, and it's going to get harder and harder as we dial in more grip to the bank, get the rubber on the floor. They're going to be coming real hot into the wet section.
Now the question is, this is usually where everybody's been messing up. Just play it safe. Just play it safe. Don't do nothing unorthodox. There you go, a little left foot. Okay, bro. Good job. He finished out strong.
And as dry as that bank is, it still looks really slow.
It's crazy to think that car is like 3,000 pounds just moving like that.
Yeah, it's a big, heavy car.
A fullback. We got Ashton Redberg versus Rome Charpentier, or Charpentier. And Rome, before he was driving Simple C Time Sally, now he's in is that a 1 Series?
Yeah, oh, that car is sick.
Is that the one he's been practicing on last year?
Yeah, that's probably one of the coolest sounding cars I've ever heard.
Hey. Do you ever stretch and get lightheaded?
Yeah, breathe, Gary.
How am I supposed to breathe when I stretch?
Take a big breath. So, open your ears for this one. Open your ear.
Open my ear? How do you say that? You speak Spanish?
Abre los ojos. Your eyes. I forgot how to say ears.
Okay.
I do know this. Hold on.
Somebody said FD legend. Mr. Mohan has been in the FD since FD started, the only man with a rotary engine. So may he not be a podium pusher, but at the same time, he has been here since, he's like, I would call Mohan like the Vince Carter. The Vince Carter of like drifting.
Rome Charpentier in that markered up car. And we're a little off here. Ashton a little aggressive, but not on the right line. Rome slipping out into that outer zone, retaining grip somehow. Ashton losing it, going all the way off track. It's just such a strange transition coming from the dry bank into this super wet section.
And it's crazy, you can see like right at that moment when they're trying to like down and power and just like throttle out, and it's hard. Like right here, now this bank is dry.
Yeah, they're still not quite getting the grip that I think they would want, or they expected. It looks drier than it is, I think. It's not that dry, but it looks like it's super dry, but then you get on it, it's still slick.
I think maybe after top 32, like when we take our break, the track should be a lot drier. Because right now the weather, let's check the weather right now, people. Doppler 7,000.
If the sun persists, it'll be dry in 30 minutes.
I believe my weather forecast says, it's supposed to rain at 4, 5, and 6 a.m. So we're good for the rest of the night. Cause tonight'll be the night that I'll love with you over again.
Avid emo listener.
Bro, I listen to Hawthorne Heights every day. Every day. Shout out to all the people still believing in early 2000s emo music.
What a funny style.
Bro, it is a time where, remember back in the day before skinny jeans, like you had to craft, I didn't, but you either bought pants and all the punk rockers would sew them to make them skinny.
I used to sew my pants.
That is like, that was always what I admire, like the high top Reeboks, leather vests.
I used to have high top Reeboks, Levi 501s
Yes.
that I sewed real tight, leather jacket with a bunch of band.
Did you have the hair?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I was in metal.
Right now,
Robe Charpentier and Chase, we're a little low on the bank. Is Ashton not really hitting the outer zone, just the very end of it. Let's see if we can hit this outer zone just barely. It's a little hard to see, I think, still. The chalk is kind of coming off. It's still a little wet. There's a glare. But we do got to make those outer zones if we want to get those points.
shout out to Corey Hoshiford. He is in the chat. Big Boss House.
Not as high as we want to be on the bank from Ashton, but overall clean, pretty clean run. He got through the track, so
he did. I think the best part about this is seeing the variety of cars today.
Yeah.
Because the last time we were here, there was like 37 E36s.
Just the team versus E36.
Yes, and now I don't even know what chassis. I know it's a 1 Series, but is it an E, an F, a J, a Z?
You know, I think BMW did. They made so many chassis they kind of get away with it.
You think? No, because we're on the F30s. We got we're on G80s.
Now they've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 series.
Listen, after 3 series, I can't afford that. My credit score will only allow me to get like a slightly used.
Whoever's doing the marketing at BMW, I just can't do the 4. Why is there a 4? You know, one was already enough. Like, all right, why are you doing a 1 series? That's weird. But a 4 series?
I think
Get out of here.
it's
keep the odd numbers, weirdo.
I think it's for people who want the BMW but don't have the BMW money.
I want an odd number BMW. I don't want an even number BMW. That sounds weird.
It's like think about it. You either get. Oh, they won?
So Robe Charpentier gets the win.
When did this happen? You didn't tell me nothing. I had to find out from the people. Bunch of hooping and hollering. It is what it is. Sometimes it's better to find out from the crowd than the judges themselves.
So yeah, I believe that was just a battle of class there. Rome's real aware of this track. He's driven this track plenty of times. He's got a ton of experience on the infield and the outfield. Ashton Redberg, not as much experience. Just slightly outclassed here. Rome just spent a lot more time, got a lot more seat time. Ran the outer zones perfectly, high and tight on the base. Clean transition. So not surprised there.
At this point, I like to see something happen. Now that the track is drying up more and more, this is the point where, because now you've got terrain change. Because you got dry, wet, dry, and then really wet. Pause. No, it's not pause. Unpause. Then you have dry again.
So it's definitely a challenge for the drivers to. I can tell you right now, they're going to be a lot happier now that corner is drying up. The second outer zone, the third outer zone seems to be drying up. That was the puddle zone earlier. The second outer zone seems to be drying up, and the bank is looking actually dry now versus the fake dry that we had 10 minutes ago.
Now, if they're smart, there's a puddle in the middle of the track. If they could revert to that, they could save some tires.
Riley Mercado and Logan Hunter. Logan Hunter's a new name for me, but cool looking car.
Logan Hunter's in that Nitro S14. Riley Mercado in that faithful S13 hatch.
I was just going to say, that looks like Matt Power's old car. That was the next thing that was coming out of my mouth. That looks like Matt Power's old chassis.
Is that the one with the heart on the side of it?
It is Matt Power's old chassis.
Matt Powers gave up on drifting?
I hope not.
You know, Tony Angelo don't drift no more.
Tony Angelo gave up on drifting? He's doing a hot rod stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
So Matt Power's car looking real good. I wonder what end is it still a K?
Nah, that's not.
Doesn't have a K in that car, huh?
I don't recall. That's crazy to think because he used to drive for Illest.
Yep.
Damn. We are in the phase where we are becoming old and our heroes' cars are becoming.
You know who else used to drive for Illest?
Who?
Walker Wilkerson.
Wow, I haven't heard that name in a minute.
That was my favorite driver back in the day.
Who was I remember when I first saw Jeff Jones with the Doc X S14.
That's when you first saw Jeff Jones?
That's the first time, because remember I came from just just watching from TV.
Yeah, I think Jeff Jones, he wasn't an S14 driver.
Yeah, so he has an FC as well.
Yeah, I've driven that FC, broke that FC.
I was with you. Remember you when you were at Hoonigan?
Yeah, I was at Hoonigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sliced me up. I got scars from that FC. His e-brake is welded to something, and then right by where you grab the e-brake, there's raw metal, just raw metal. So the second half of the battle, Riley Mercado in lead, Logan Hunter in the chase, and that Matt Powers. I'm not gonna keep calling it that, but that definitely got to make that distinction because that is a sight for sore eyes.
It is. It lets you know like your times are.
Oh,
the angle.
Riley Mercado almost losing it there, kind of keeping it together. I'm not sure how the judge is going to score that. Could have been viewed as a 0, almost a half spin.
That's almost like an unfollowable lead or chase. I mean,
Almost unfollowable.
Had he made a full stop on the track, you know who the winner is. Little left
Lots
foot
of left
braking.
foot braking from Logan Hunter.
It's crazy to see like when he left foot brake, it brought him up to the bank.
Yes. So when you're on a bank, braking will bring you up. Braking brings you down the bank, and being on the throttle brings you up the bank. I haven't done it in a long time. How is it? Left foot braking to hold your position. And when you're on the gas, you're going up the bank. Usually they're driving. Okay, so braking will bring you up. Left foot braking.
Learn something new with that.
You know, I used to know that. So deductions, where would the
Everybody in the crowd. I like
Logan Hunter getting the win here.
Give it up for him, people. The next battle is something I've been waiting to anticipate. Give it up for him. No worries. It is what it is, boss man. We are all in this together. Hold on. Is that Daigo's car back there?
Crash Daigo's side to his car.
Dino Childs? Dino Childs, the 5-foot menace, out here letting these. There's no height requirement on skill. I'll put it that way. Now we got Jason Kim, the godfather of SoCal gatekeeping for drifting. Yesterday, his hood opened up as he was fulfilling all that outer zone. Last season wasn't his season. Car failures, personal troubles, but not this year. He is coming swinging right now as he enters that third outer zone. Will he fulfill it? No, maybe, sometimes.
Is he gatekeeping?
I don't know. My theory was if you can't beat Jason, you don't deserve to go to pro. But right now, Jason is the only one beating himself. Straightens out a bit on that last outer zone. But he does complete, as you can see, there is some wet spots there, but that will not stop him. As him and Cody Breitenstein will be going again. Cody will lead, Jason will follow. Shout out to Mr. Jason Kim for letting me borrow his team strut tower bar so we can weld our S13 replacement shock tower plates. Trying to scoot up. Looks like a Z.
Oh, it's in the loaded wagon?
As they line up back to the line, Cody will lead. Jason Kim will follow. Jason Kim in the S13.5.5 being the 15 front end, and Cody in the green and pink S13 hatch. Cody leads as he fulfills that outer zone. Jason Kim playing a little catch up as they go into that second outer zone. Cody slowing it down just a bit, still hanging out.
Oh, that section is killing people.
Okay.
It's just a little wet there. I think all the drivers are getting confident. They feel the dryness, they feel the grip, and then they get to that section and
it's just that terrain change. Like you think about it, you just warmed up your tires and then now your tires.
This is exactly what I was talking about earlier when I said it's going to be an awkward situation for a lot of drivers. When it starts to get dry, they're real confident half the track, going half the track in the dry, and then they have to do a hard switch flip to driving in the wet, and that's difficult to do if you're not paying attention. 110%.
And that's just the victim of the conditions. It could happen to anybody. But I love how we sit here and there's like, if you think about it, there's grass on a racetrack. Grass, and I'm like, this is beautiful to see, like green grass, because in the summer it's cooked.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be dirt.
It's a real racetrack. We had a real racetrack, Chris Miller. Yeah. Not that Orange Show Speedway is not a real racetrack, but this is like a recognized racetrack. Yes.
All right, we have a winner. And Jason Kim gets a win.
There we go. Jason Kim hasn't heard that in a minute.
No love lost for Cody Breitenstein.
Cody Breitenstein. There you go. Something's going on. Okay.
Said, I don't need these anymore. Get rid of them.
There he goes. And he pulls down in the water. Hit the shower.
Jason Kim with a W. I believe, that's not his first W in HOTPIT.
No. Remember, because he made it all the way to the top with TJ last year, but then his car shut down.
All right, so just real quick, I'm going to go over the deductions. These are the things that the judges are going to be deducting points for. So if you are maybe don't disagree with one of the laps or with one of the judges' calls, these are the things they're looking at, and these are things that are having an effect on the score of people's laps. Maybe you didn't see this, maybe you didn't pay attention, or maybe it's not something you're looking for. But if they bobble, wall tap, any tire off course, miss a zone or a clip, if they straighten, if they're offline, even if they have a lack of angle, all of those things can be seen as deductions and will have an effect on the score. So maybe you thought it was a real cool run, a real sick run, and you missed a few of those things, and maybe that driver didn't win, didn't agree with it. That's what we're doing.
Right now, they are off. Dino Childs versus Richard Avanti. Dino Childs in the Gatsby racing car. Richard in the Corvette. Another Corvette.
I think we have 3-4 Corvettes.
Yeah.
So here's the weird section, and that is where it gets them. I'm telling you.
Right there.
They're coming off of that grippy bank with too much confidence in the car and the grip, basically.
But you think you can't really, because the weather can't play like on the dry. So you can't like lack on the bank with grip.
No, yeah, so you have to go full pull, just like you would do in the dry on the bank, but you've got to, at the end of the bank, you've got to anticipate that. You're flying into a real slow decel zone that's wet.
Yes.
So it's a difficult transition.
But somebody's got to do it.
32 people got to do it.
We had 369 people watching, thought it looked 369, damn, she fine. Hey, let me sock it to you one more. Get low, from the window to the wall. So this track's not dry at all. And all these drivers fall. Let me stop.
Yeah, stop right there.
I almost yelled skeet.
Yeah.
Skeet. Wiggle
with it.
Now stop. Little wiggle with it, yeah. Stop. Little wiggle with it, yeah. Man, can we get Little John to perform at HOTPIT Autofest?
Yeah.
Right?
He was on the Super Bowl though?
Yeah.
That was good seeing him.
Right? Yeah, he did, bro. I couldn't watch Usher's old goofy self dancing all the time. Dino Child's leader, Richard Avanti, will follow.
Dino Child with a real aggressive looking wing. Oh, a little bit of understeer.
What are you doing? Uh-oh. Dino Child's just going to spin out. No, we going to keep it. Where are you going? That ain't even the course no
That's
more.
Unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe drove through a wet section of the track.
Maybe he didn't put enough phone books on his seat.
Oh man, that's just
over the steering wheel.
That's it's weird for that to happen. You know, you got a competition car, it's dialed and set up, and your alignment's good, and then you understeer on the bank.
How do you? He understeered, and then they made their own course.
Attempted to.
Yeah, like I was like, bro, you know that's not where you're supposed to go. Right? It's crazy. It's nice that the sun is out now. Where were you this morning when I was washing my car? You getting cooked? Everybody, make sure you check out the vendor's booth. Make sure you get your concessions. The good people at Tri-Speed are giving away a hold fast wheel, and all you got to do is scan the QR code and you're automatically entered. Make sure you check out the BC Racing booth and other booths, the Prisma Lab booth. And
yeah, if the rain does come back, Prisma Lab is selling umbrellas. They're $40, and they
$40.
They look real cool, Gary. They look real cool.
I got a
Sit behind
Prisma
your
Lab.
door.
I just want to prop up my hood. Right at this point, that whatever's holding the man on that sky cap down, just get rid of it. He need like a canopy. Oh.
All right, so this battle, the judges have deliberated. It's actually going to be a one more time. We're going to see these guys battle it back. Hopefully get a fair shake on that one and anticipate those wet spots.
Our next battle being Blaze Potts.
We got Margaritas, Catsanides, and Blaze Potts coming up next. Blaze Potts, I'm glad to see him back. I'm glad he's coming back for for year 3. I think maybe this is going to be his year.
Somebody request a song as they line up to. Oh, they're going to just do one more time for the one time?
I mean, we got the tires for it.
Right? One time for the one time. Right now. Are they about to go? Now.
I think this is a professional drifting first.
Yes.
This has to be the very first time this has happened in competition. Of course, it'll happen in the finals. There'll be only 2 drivers left, right?
You come from the skate park, right?
I think this is the first time it's happened. Oh, yeah.
You ever had somebody run the fade, then run the fade back after they run the fade?
Oh, yeah.
This is one of those, this is getting hyped because I used to see the homies fight all the time. Not that I would participate. I don't have hands like that. But like seeing you fight and then they fight again.
It's like when you play skate and you're on E and then you get a toe touch.
Yeah.
You get a rebate.
Yeah.
That's your E. You know?
Let me get a rebate real quick.
Rebate, yeah.
Right now, okay. Richard Avanti, he said run back that fade real quick. Dino Childs seems to find the right Pacific Bell phone book to sit on because he's driving right now.
He figured out there, lots of left foot brake is what it took to keep the car silent.
A little bit so, okay.
And
Oh, no.
Just killing the drivers. So now we're in reverse of what we had the last battle.
CJ, all you had to do was follow the train. That's all you had to do.
Oh man, that corner is it's tragic. Do we got a blowtorch? Is there a blowtorch in the house?
You know what they say? Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And I said, hey, get your silly ass off that water and keep going down the track.
Man, you know, I would almost venture to say I'd rather sacrifice that outer zone.
Yes.
Right? And just run it, cut it short a little bit.
Just a bit.
Just cut it short a little bit. Sacrifice that outer zone. It's just too wet near those.
But the problem is it's wet. It's like, you see there's weird because it's like, it's wet, dry, wet.
But right outside of right on the inside of that outer zone, if you're not all the way in the outer zone, it's dry road. I would use that dryness just to get through this section. Screw the outer zone. If I finish my lap, it's better than me spinning there and not getting any points.
So if they can get out that second outer zone and make it to the third, there's a cool little patch here where they can cool down the tires and conserve and then get right into the bank. Yeah.
It's almost like having a tire spare.
Yes, Dino Childs out here.
Let's see if Dino Child makes a similar mistake.
Slow it down. Slow it down right here.
You got to kind of get off throttle.
Nope.
Anticipate that
okay.
corner.
There you go. There you go. I'd rather sacrifice a cone. Now he's getting to that third outer zone.
That is a deduction.
Okay.
Although it's not a spin.
I will take a deduction, and now right here, if he can muscle through, just throttle. Just a little feather, and then hit that bank with all the balls in your cojones. Throttle out. Throttle out.
So Richard and Vanny having a hard time finding the line that Dino Child was on. Oh, man.
That's how you do it. Dino Chino.
Oh, jeez, Gary. Dino Chino.
Right? Good God Almighty.
Good God Almighty. All right, so we do have a winner, I believe. That should be pretty clear. We just got to make it official. Let the judges lock in their scores. Give it up for these drivers.
Give it up for the drivers.
It's real tough. That section just put a hurting on these guys, but they made it through. At the end of the battle, one of them's going to have to be the winner. And Dino Child gets the win.
Good job, Dino Childs. Proud of that young man.
Everybody who's not paying attention to that corner is beating themselves.
They're beating themselves.
Beating themselves. Totally. Yeah, it's exactly so. basically, yeah, that's totally true. Being the chase driver right now is a free sight lap, and you get to watch somebody do it in front of you. Right?
Exactly.
So, if you're a chase driver, you kind of have the advantage at this point, which is
For some, not for most. Remember, this is a professional level of driving right now. And think about it, we have professional rain. This isn't amateur rain. Like when I say that, it wasn't like sprinkle. Like sprinkles would be amateur rain. Like the rain was like,
oh, that rain was OG.
Yeah. It was like some NFL Sunday. It was the best of days. It was the worst of days. Why don't they make like a documentary like NFL style for drifting?
Because no one would watch it. Who cares?
I never liked football growing up, but it was like one of those.
No
like,
one likes it.
That's where you're wrong. That is where you're wrong.
No, they don't like us. They like, you know, like all the new cars, all the Dodge guys and the Mopar guys, like the Hellcats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They hate us. Why? Because they can't beat us.
Listen. Hellcats, SRTs.
Because they ain't us. They can't do it. They bought the car and they're like, oh, I'm gonna buy this car. Everyone's gonna think I'm sick. But then they see us and they're like, oh, that guy's secretly actually sick.
I done seen a couple people. Hello Jensen up north has a Hellcat.
I've seen
drives
about 3 people that have a Hellcat.
a solid 3.
That know how to drive.
Solid. As there we go.
So Margaritas Catanese with a new livery out front, looking real smooth and clean. Blaze Potts giving chase.
Okay, this is where
tons of proximity, but here we go. This is the tricky section. Margaritas doesn't pay attention to what these drivers have been doing.
But yet again, he's standing on business.
Right? If you are a spotter, it is your job right now to tell your driver, pay attention to the second outer zone. Look at what everyone's doing, and everyone keeps making the same mistake. I don't understand how this is not a communication being told to these drivers. Pay attention and take care of that corner.
Right now, it's in Blaze Potts' best interest. If I was Blaze Potts, to just simmer it down on his lead run, and then he could potentially secure that bag.
Yeah, Blaze Potts pretty much has this. If he can lay down that run that he just did in the chase position, if he can do that in the lead position, he's got this battle. Margaritas, small mistake. Blaze could fall victim to the same mistake. We don't know how well these drivers are paying attention, if they're watching every battle. But I can tell you, if you've been watching every battle, you know that that's the corner to stay away from. And here we go, halfway. I mean, we're almost at the end of the top 32, and the drivers are still doing it. So.
I think the impossible mission. Yeah, like it's like when you thread the needle. What's the thing they say? Old people thread the needle, something like that. You know what I'm trying to say. I was about to say needle to needle.
Yeah, I wish that game took off. To me, it was better than GTA because GTA has a lot of the filler.
Yeah.
And the things you have to do, like ride a bike, to get a cat out of a tree type stuff.
Yeah.
And the driver was like going through crazy stuff.
All the time. And that's what.
But I didn't like that you couldn't get on it.
But then that's where Grand Theft Auto capitalized. Driver's just something you think about as a forethought, as an afterthought. Like if you really think about, we had Rainbow Six before Call of Duty.
That's true.
SOCOM Navy SEALs before Call of Duty. And now Call of Duty's getting shat on by the Fortnite. And I just learned build or no build.
Clancy was the OG. Dang. So Blaze Potts in lead position, not sure what's going on. The driver's having a little discussion.
A little road shambo and discussing whose fault it was. Oh, I thought it was a ghost.
Okay, we're clearing the track. That's what we're doing. Resetting cones. So we punted that thing, huh? So the clipping point got stuck under Margaritas Catanini's car, and we had to run that all the way back to the end of the master tank.
Shout out Margaritas Cantanitas who tried to help me with my alternator issues at Winter Jam.
Doctor.
Or as I said, Margaritas Canton. There's no more R's in his last name.
All right. Oh!
Oh man, he needs to get up. Walk it off. Walk it off. Oh.
That corner's taking everybody out.
I feel bad. Hey, check on Cuz real quick. Right.
Ouch. All right. Looks like we're clear.
Can we get a replay of that guy falling?
That looked like it hurt.
Bro, I know it hurt because it was one of those smooth slip smacks falls.
It was one of those like, here it comes.
Right?
I'm falling. You know that you finally fall.
Well, I slipped in the snow on the ice one time. Like my first, black people don't belong in the snow, and I slipped and I busted my buttocks.
Blaze Potts shooting out of the starting line.
If Blaze Potts gets far enough ahead of Margaritas, then he can slow down in that zone right about here.
Let's see if he pays attention and dials it in. Less angle. And
Oh!
makes the same mistake as everyone else. I don't believe it. I don't believe this is happening. Spotters, again, you better tell your drivers right now or you guys are all fired. I'll fire you.
You gonna fire him?
I want to see these drivers get a fair shake at running through this track.
I think it's a bit tough too because it's a zone where you have to slow down.
You must slow down, and oh man, it's just they're committing to too much angle, and it's.
That's kind of like you got to go shallow and let it scrub into the water.
So if you want that much angle, you want to aim for half of that.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get twice as much as you want. You know?
Instant power.
Unfortunate for the homie Blaze Potts, but otherwise amazing performance. He shot out of that starting line. I think he's the fastest one out of there. If this was a drag race, he has it. So Margaritas, Blaze. I believe we've got a.
Uh-oh. As we deliberate what's going on right now.
We're going to get through this situation here. There's an active negotiation going on.
Who thinks Blaze Potts won?
I think he has the ability.
Who
got to get these drivers to the track.
think Margaritas Cantonitas won?
I think his name.
Who wants to see it one more time?
Yeah, I think that's what we're working on here.
Y'all see the leprechaun in the
Judges are
tree?
still deliberating.
You remember that video? When the dude was like, there's a leprechaun in the tree.
All right, cool. We're going to get it. We're going to see it one more time with these guys. Thank goodness, Gary.
Do we have a technical advisor in the house?
If you guys don't have spotters, I'm telling you now, take it easy in the second outer zone, okay?
Right now.
But
what is the rule on whistle tips?
The rule on whistle tips?
I want to hear Carl go,
woo, woo.
Look, woo, woo. Right. Oh, if I can hear
I'd put a whistle tip on a drift car.
Bro, imagine if you heard a whistle tip on a jet. That would be so crazy because you'd hear the turbo spool with the whistle.
Yeah. You know who has whistle tips automatically? The Toyota Previa.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, those ones always whistling. I don't know why. They whistle. I think the
That's the van, right?
Yeah.
Bro, when I played soccer, when I was on the soccer team, I didn't get to play. The dude who picked me up would come pick us in a Previa and have hash browns. It would whistle. He was Ethiopian. That joint was humming.
So in high school, my friend, his mom gave her one. We were in the whistle car all the time. Anywhere we went. All right, so we got a few more battles left in this top 32. There's 3.5 battles left technically. Blaze Potts and Margaritas are going to run it back. But right now, I believe we're moving on to Jake Gonzalez? Jackson Orr.
Shout out Jake Gonzalez, one
Jake
of the booty hustler drivers out there.
Jake Gonzalez is a real young kid.
He's turning quite the man.
Yeah.
He started here at 18. He should be about 20, 21 now.
I think he's probably 20 years old, which is still super young.
He ain't even old enough to buy his first.
He can't even buy beer. He died for his country, though.
Yeah.
What a weird country.
Right?
All right.
Shout out to the troops out there holding it down for us. Shout out to the active veterans and retired veterans out there.
Shout out for sure. All right. Jake Gonzalez out front.
Oh, god dang.
It's not Jake Gonzalez.
That is him.
That is Jake Gonzalez. That's Jackson.
Oh, no, Jake is in the white car. He got an S13 front end? Is that Chris Forsberg's old car?
That's the Chris Forsberg car. This is the Drift Alliance car. This is the Bloodmasters.
Jesus Christ. Talk about blast from the past.
Jackson Orr out front correction. Oh, and Jake Gonzalez seemingly having car issues.
It'd be like that.
Shut it down.
But let's commend them how they both made. I forgot about the whole second outer zone. You shook them up with fire in them.
Oh no! So car issues, some mechanical issues, like maybe the engine's not putting out the power he wants to make, or maybe his diff's not locking. He's definitely not getting the car sideways.
Bruv, I want you to realize that he's driving a car with 380 horsepower. That Drift Alliance car, I was talking to Forsberg yesterday, that was a car that engine sat around for about 9 years, and then the spark plug seized into the head, and then they had to get another head.
Spark plug seized into the head?
Yeah, like they couldn't get the spark plugs out, so they had to get a whole nother head, which was crazy, because the engine sat for so long in all kind of conditions on the East Coast, so God only knows salt water. Salt water taffy.
That sounds disgusting.
I don't know. I heard it on the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. He used to show a show on Cartoon Network. Come on after Chowder. Captain
So Jackson Orr pulling back up to the line in the chase position.
Jackson Orr sounds like a corn-fed football name, right? Jackson Orr versus Blaze Potts. Like, this is a video game matchup.
Round 1, fight.
So Jay Gonzalez is probably maybe stopping by this pit real quick to see if he can figure out what's going on with the car.
He ain't got no. Oh, he can't touch his car.
He can take a 5-minute competition timeout.
Don't he got to pay $50? Run me your pockets, cuz.
So there's no hands on the car. I believe they're just talking, but that should be fully within the rule book. I think you're allowed to talk about your car.
Okay. Somebody said, "Let's go, Jackie." That's my bro.
That's right. So these guys,
These are East from the East Coast to sunny California.
And then they brought the East Coast with them.
Right? They should have kept that crap over there. Don't you know?
All right, so it's official. We do have a 5-minute competition timeout from Jay Gonzalez.
5 whole minutes.
5 minutes to get his car dialed. So Jackson Orr's gonna have a little break, and we're gonna revisit the one more time between Margaritas Castanidis and Blaze Potts. Finish this battle off. And fortunately for everyone, the sun is just baking down on this track, and it looks like that corner is getting more and more dry.
That ain't fair. But that life ain't fair. 5 minutes of fun.
During that 5-minute timeout, we're gonna get one of these battles knocked out here.
Hell yeah. Somebody says, "I'm building a drift car to teach disabled veterans." Hold on, let me read this. It's tight and right now. "I'm building a drift car to teach disabled veterans and hope to debut it at an event soon." Well, bring it here. I have a friend in Australia that's done the Bluetooth modification to her drift car so she can control the throttle from her hand. So I know a lot of veterans aren't able to use their legs sometime, or just have one arm, or just, just able. You can be anything. And it'd be cool to see somebody like, because I remember Rob Parsons is the first person I saw with hand controls. Up in the in, out.
You know, if you see the Russian guy with
No, the dude with the feet? Yeah, that's sketchy.
What's crazy about that guy is he's a better driver than he's driving with. He drives better with his feet than I will ever drive with.
Think about he get them crazy. Do they get disability checks in Russia?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know what they do in Russia, but some of them, I mean, somehow they all have money.
Right?
Or they don't.
I ain't never met a broke Russian in America. I met like broke like.
You always have tracksuits.
Right?
All right, so we're revisiting this battle. Margaritas Castanidis out front. Blaze Potts in chase. Blaze throwing it right in on the tail of Margaritas. A little low on the bank, but Margaritas is not. He's high and tight on that bank.
Margaritas is hot. This is where his dysfunction.
Let's see how this corner's acting.
Okay.
It's still a little slick, but Margaritas keeps it sort of in line.
The cone
knocks a few cones out, hits our clipping point.
The cone stood on business. Look, it's still up there. I'm in that thing switching, lane switching.
This section is getting slightly faster.
I stand on straight business. There we go.
And now we're looking real grippy on that second bank.
Oh, it's just chilling. Going out there right now to fix the cone. We got vodka, best friends, and a bit. Bro, why are there bears in Russia?
Bears in Russia is cold.
Oh, duh. Do we got bears? We got bears in California.
It's a state animal.
I never hoped to encounter a bear in real life.
No, but the bears that we have, you would be probably fine.
Okay.
Like if if you see a black bear, you're probably
Ask him this
you just don't want to see the brown ones.
Oh, the brown ones are aggressive?
Grizzly bears will eat you.
Really?
Sure. Yeah, black bear will probably run away from you.
Do we got grizzlies in California? No. Shout out to our man Nat Geo over here.
No, but yeah, if you saw a bear in California, it would probably look real cute. It would probably be real cute, and it would more than that. Unless it had kids, they would fully.
If I offered the bear like a chicken nugget and a do-rag, do you think that'll work?
It'll just eat you with that.
Imagine if a bear with a do-rag ate you. Like, imagine, like, how Gary died? He wrestled.
Being eaten by a bear is actually probably the worst way or the worst animal to die to. Because they take their time. Bears don't eat fast.
They don't?
Have you ever seen a bear eat?
That old boy, that bear that skinned the salmon live and then just like chomp.
Yeah, they just hang out. They just take a bite, chill, look around, smell stuff. You know, a lion just tear you up.
Right.
A bear, he's taking his time. So Blaze Potts out front. He's gonna go fast. Watch this. He's gone. That thing is quick, but can it go sideways?
A late initiation from Blaze Potts.
I don't know if he was trying to do a feint and it didn't work, or if he missed the
I think he's just trying to hang out, like right here. Okay.
that
Nope.
section is
Nope. Nope.
He didn't spin.
Nope. He did not. But he's knocking out every clipping point out there.
Not looking like Blaze Potts right now.
That man looked like a cold plate. Let's keep it pushing, Blaze Potts.
I don't know what happened. It's just a small mistake in the beginning, kind of threw him off.
Something could have just went wrong.
Yeah, because his chase run looked solid, you know?
Margaritas Cantonese being consistent and precise with his follow and his lead, which is crazy to see. Not that Margaritas isn't that guy, he is that guy. But at this time when it was wet, it looked like he was doubting if he was actually.
Man, just unfortunate that it really up and he's still getting that weird over center from the
That joint looks, excuse me, I tried to hiccup and breathe at the same time.
So the judge is going to deliberate again. Tough one to judge because a series of events. But we do have a winner. Give it up for Blaze Potts. Give it up for Margaritas Catanidis.
Oh, you got me. You got me. I was like, what?
All right, so we got a winner. We got a winner.
Give it up.
We got one more judge to lock it in. The winner is Margaritas Catanidis.
Good job, Margaritas Catanidis.
Blaze Potts. Bring her back next time and throw it down. I want to see that car shred.
You know, I just found out he's not a doctor.
Greek doctor.
I thought he was a doctor.
He's not a doctor.
No. It's like a, hell no. Wouldn't let that man touch me with a 10-foot pole.
Well, if he's not a doctor, then what is he?
He's just a...
Just a Greek guy?
Some guy.
Greek dude.
Maybe he was a doctor in Greece. Another Corvette battle.
All right, so we got Pablo Cabrera and Alex Anderson coming up. Pablo Cabrera in that crazy green S13. It's like as built as you could possibly get an S13. And a relatively stock-looking Corvette.
Shout out to that family bundled up with the sweater. I'm over here looking at everybody. She cupcaked in the blue shirt. I see you right there holding the phone next to your man. Trying to think what you're going to eat for dinner tonight. Don't look back now. I'm looking right at you. I'm trying to see all this live stream. I see young family. Got all kind of faces out there. Panning out.
Stands are looking good.
Right? They said, all right, honey, you want to go do something? Let's go to Hot Pit Autofest this weekend. It's going to be interesting to see what the Bakersfield layout's going to be like. I ain't never been to Bakersfield. I usually just drive by it on the way to Willow.
Yeah, Bakersfield is
Is that its own, like,
It's a special.
It's a special.
It's an apple valley.
Ugh. That's all you have to say.
All right, so Pablo Cabrera is going to give us a lead in that crazy S13, and Alex Anderson is going to chase. Wow, he rode through the gears. You see that?
Yes, sir.
That's got to be a dog box with like a
Pablo
That
Cabrera.
was just he was in third gear by like 40 miles.
Uh-oh, is there something? Yes.
And you see that that's
Oh.
attention paying right there. I'm pretty sure Pablo Cabrera heard my calls and my cries for the drivers to please pay attention to that corner. He drove it very carefully.
That was like how you're supposed to do it. He went fast, put it all in the corner, carried that momentum.
Look at the smoke.
There we
Pablo
go.
Cabrera's car. Now we're getting some grip, huh?
Right? How about those Cowboys? Said no one ever.
Said literally no.
You have three options. You can either drive a stock power RX-8 the rest of your life.
No. That's already a no.
Commit to being an OnlyFans model, or be a Cowboys fan.
That's one of the toughest ones. Because one, I'm not committing to 138 foot-pounds of torque. No way.
But
right?
the thing is, the only people who buy your OnlyFans picture are like your family members.
You know what? I love my family, and I'll have to be that.
So
I'm not doing the Cowboys. That's my dad's team. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Chris Miller's dad, Papa Miller. He up in the sky waiting for Jerry Jones to get his crap right. You know what? Hot Pit should just be in the Cowboys Center. At least somebody will finally win there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or the Astrodome.
All right, Alex Anderson out front. Pablo Cabrera in the chase. And wow, Alex Anderson's taking off. That drag race did not go how I expected it to go.
All that don't matter until they get to this turn right here, because last time he wasn't able to hold his grids.
Pays attention and
he's
got it.
Pablo!
Pablo spins this time. Unfortunate for Pablo Cabrera, he was looking solid. Alex Anderson now getting a chance to maybe reap some benefits.
I think at this point it'll have to be a one more time.
Well, it's going to be up to the judges. The judges could go lead versus lead, which is what would happen in FD is they would go lead versus lead. It doesn't have to be one more time. They could go lead versus lead. Pablo's lead was more aggressive. Alex Anderson's lead was more clean. You know, so it really depends on the judges which way they want to take it. The faster way to do it would be that.
Yes.
Lead versus lead. They've already went one. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They've already had a few one more times. I'm not sure if the judges are feeling two one more time.
But it has to be like, let's run it back real quick.
No, I think I think they may go lead versus lead.
You can come closer. Originals, they never will be.
Who thinks Pablo Cabrera got it?
There we go.
Who thinks Alex Anderson got this one?
Who wants to see it one more time? Somebody no.
It's funny because the first couple times we ask who wants to see it one more time, it's always yeah.
They want to get.
And then there's a couple one more times, and then it's like no.
Maybe.
I'm good.
I got a cramp in my calf right now.
Some cramp in your calf. Better drink some water, Gary.
Dehydrated. I thought
Banana.
Eat a banana. Who got a banana they can put in my mouth? Pause.
Potassium. Who's got a banana for Gary?
I need some potassium. As I get older.
Who is up next?
Uh-oh. Somebody getting big freaky out there.
We got a winner. Pablo Cabrera gets the win.
Well, yet again, we find out.
They did go lead versus lead, yeah. So we didn't really get a heads up there. So Pablo, I guess they did go lead versus lead, and Pablo Cabrera had the more aggressive or the more ideal lead.
I would say
so he would get the win in that case.
Alex, where Pablo persevered through that second zone, he pushed through and was smooth. Alex kind of stopped and then pivoted.
Yeah, Pablo did make it a little further into his.
So he made it easier for Alex to drive, but then Alex just spun out.
Also, I would say you can venture to say it depends maybe on per judge, right? Maybe some judges see it like this, maybe some don't. But Alex did almost over-rotate.
Yes, he did.
That could have been seen as up. Here he's going to spin. I have to save my car.
Yes.
So some judges might see it as Alex's fault. You know that Alex might be at fault for Pablo's spin there. So last battle of the top 32 is Nima Voss and Aaron Velasquez.
Shout out Nima Voss, one of the Booty Hustlers drivers out here in the Eurofighter.
More than a few.
Yes. Three, I believe. Right side. just a few, you know what I'm saying? Put them on payroll, holding it down.
Doing it.
Wow.
All right, so Aaron Velasquez in the chase position, Nima Voss in the lead. That's a cool looking car, and it looks slammed.
Dude, that boy, that's the style. That man out here in the F22. Bro, it's 2 letters. He in a BMW. Point is, that man alternator went out yesterday. He told me he used a McLaren alternator on the LS.
Absolutely slammed in the front.
Oh,
Nima Voss
versus Aaron in the only RB powered car out here. Now this corner right here. It don't, he slowed it down. Slow it down.
And I'm telling you, even when you pay attention, it can still get you. But nice, Nima Voss.
Aaron looking good. Oh, straighten it out. Oh, that won't go good.
The wheel speed got too low. I saw that
just
coming.
a little bit. Aaron straightened out just a little bit there, a little hiccup. Oh, a little bit. Oh.
And Nima Voss just took it a little too easy in that third outer zone. I think the wheel speed got too
Bro,
low.
that thing is moving.
Fell out of the power band. Yeah, you got to stay in the power band, though.
What is the power band for the people that don't know?
The power band, it's kind of I guess that's what it is. The power band is just where you make the power. So if you turn on your car, you look at your RPMs, it's usually going to idle around 1,000 RPMs, a little bit less, right? And then those first couple thousand RPMs is just your car kind of moving itself a little bit over, barely any power. But once you hit 3, 4, 5,000 RPMs, depending on your engine wakes up, gets into its efficiency zone, makes a lot more power and torque. And if you fall out of that in a race, if you try to stab the gas as if you were in that sector, your car's not going to go like it would when you stab the gas at 5 or 6,000 RPMs. You stab the gas at 2,000 RPMs, your wheels might not, you might not spin the wheels like you did at 5 or 6, depending on your engine.
There we go. That was your technical tip from Chris Miller. Thank you very much.
Like you're in an RX-70, you stab, you floor it at 2,000 RPM. You're not doing anything.
Are you guys, is your power band up higher in the RP? You guys are rev happy,
rotary,
right?
Yeah, I need my RX-70 to be at like 4,500 RPMs just to spin the turbo.
Damn, it sounds like
But then once it spins,
it's spinning.
It's going for a good 5,000 RPMs after that. All right, so we got Nima Voss back at the line. Not sure what's going on with Aaron Velasquez, but it looks like he's going to his pit. Might be a competition timeout. He's definitely pulling back into the pit for some reason. Okay, so we officially is a 5-minute timeout. He's requesting a 5-minute competition timeout. Nima Voss is gonna, assumingly, just wait at the line for this. But
oh, you shut it down. I know your car's working.
Yeah. So
This being the last battle of top 32.
last battle of top 32 is gonna be drug out for 5 extra minutes, and then we're gonna get back right back into it. And then it's time for you guys to go visit the vendors and get some concessions. Don't forget to visit the food booths. I know I'm hungry. I didn't get a chance to eat before I came here. And the food is good, too. Last time I was here, they had some Cambodian chicken wing place from Long Beach.
Cambodian chicken wing.
Great.
Where do Cambodians come from?
Cambodia.
Where that at?
They come from the east side of Long Beach, too.
East side. Long Beach is filled with different demographics of Vietnamese,
One
Cambodian.
of the most diverse cities in the country.
I love it. I like going down there because that's the closest I can get to Samoa and Tonga.
Yeah, and if you want, you can drive to Cambodia, too. You drive got neighborhoods all around there.
Next time somebody else go back to Africa, I said, I'm driving to Long Beach as we speak.
You know, O2 Genesis.
Really?
My part of Long Beach.
Really?
North Long Beach. Yeah. Not a lot of people from North Long Beach.
Is north sketchy? Or south?
Well, there's no south. The south side of Long Beach we call the east side. The east side of Long Beach we call the rich part.
Okay.
The west side is called the west. And the north side is called the north.
North.
South side. Called the north town.
Hey, they singing. Ooh. Somebody started by. Okay. Hey.
All right, so Nima Voss pulling back up, hoping Aaron Velasquez can get it together.
Aaron, get your shit straight, bro.
Hey.
I done seen every Instagram post about you trying to be that man. You trying to hold it down for the RB community, and I understand.
You know, this isn't a good look for the RB community.
Somebody asked me to pop my hood, and they just kind of like swiped their finger around my car. And I was like, "What's all this for?"
I have an RB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say much better for the change.
Well, listen, it's the fact we, it's
If I can even keep my my crankcase van in, then if I can manage to keep it in there, it's not so much of a
I wish I had. I wish I had the magic powers, like to touch something and make it new again at the sacrifice.
Oh, I have this other power where I touch it and just break it and
I have this power of touching shit, and then my bank account goes empty.
Yeah, I have crazy.
I don't know how that happens. I was like, bro, I swear I just spent money.
I have this thing where, like, if you have something that works really good or it works at all, you can give it to me, and then I can make it not work. Damn. But like, I won't do anything. You know, I just have it, and it will just stop working. So 5 minutes should be coming up pretty soon here.
Oh, you can hear that? Don't stop blowing into the mic, Gary. This is nice to see. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Oh, no. My friend just texted me. He said, tell him about your magic wrong order. You know what else I could do?
What?
It's crazy. Say we go out to dinner. Anything I order, right? Whatever I order, they're going to mess with it.
Really?
I can order a plain cheeseburger. I just want a cheeseburger.
No cheese.
Oh, they'll bring it to me with like, oh yeah, like no, it'll be like the 2 top buns and like no fluid on it at all. It's the driest burger or something. And then I look at the guy next to me. He's got a regular cheeseburger. I'm like, how did you get that? Happens to be all the time.
Once I went to Denny's and ordered a hamburger, and I had a disagreement with the waitress.
Oh, I'm leaving if I have a disagreement.
No, but I was in the wrong the whole time. I was like, "Where's my cheese?" She's like, "Sir, you ordered a hamburger. It's supposed to come with cheese." And they're like, "That's a cheeseburger." I said, "I don't care. I wanted to put cheese on it."
You were wrong.
I was, and I did apologize. I understood. I didn't understand. I could because it was the time Denny's had the 2, 4, 6, 8 menu. So I ordered like the $4 hamburger meal, and then it said, "Where's the cheese?"
Yeah, well, that's pretty idiotic.
Bring back the dollar menu.
What? That has never happened.
Bring back
the Taco Bell's got a $3 menu. It looks like this battle may be turning into a.
Is that a birthday? Moving out the audience right now. We got David Jones out here with his family. Something out here looking around. Is that a drone?
All right, so Aaron Velasquez makes it out of the pit. We're gonna warm up the tires.
Hold on, where? America, F yeah, coming to save. I can't even sing that song.
That's not a song you can even start. You can sing half the song you're trying to.
Aaron's car is working, making a smoke machine, but can he apply that to the actual track?
You know, it's a real bummer that RB engines can't just like, they just can't engine. Like, can you just engine?
Sir, RB engines do engine.
You blew one while at a drift. I was there.
I blew it because of my own lack of technical information.
Guess what happened at that drift event?
Kelly blew my engine because I didn't have oil in it. Because it was dripping out of my return from my turbo.
Guess what I did at that drift?
What?
Drove all day in my JZ.
And guess what I did at Black Dude's Drift? I drove my RB powered R34 all day.
Picture didn't happen. All right, so they're pulling back up to the line. Nima Voss has to re-warm up the tires, and Aaron Velasquez is ready. Hopefully that RB is still kicking.
What's the next time you drive in Apple Valley?
A couple weeks.
The 22nd?
I don't know. A couple weeks. Prisma Lab is throwing a student driver.
Can I learn? May I come
you
learn?
should sign up.
I can link Apple Valley. Can you link Apple Valley?
100%.
Bet
All
money.
right, so Aaron Velasquez out front, having a little bit of issue with that car. Not sure if that was an alignment thing, but it looked a little wobbly.
It looks like it's working to me.
Now,
Aaron, do not let me down.
We're good now. And this section is...
Oh, there we go.
Nima Voss making a mistake.
How the hell is that fall off?
Not sure.
Listen to that sound.
Oh, he's wheeling in that S14, man.
That's the Aaron I know. Trust the Gordon fisherman. He's like an offshore fisherman.
I love when you get that angle, you can see him on the steering wheel. So
yes.
Transition.
Nice.
All right, so that was the second half of the battle, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're hopefully gonna have a winner here.
And what's all that noise? Somebody sound like they're ordering 10 cheeseburgers. Hey, Nima Voss turning Irwindale into a takeover. Shout out to the rollback. Don't think he practiced that on the simulator.
Nima Voss, just to be clear here, Nima Voss in that BMW, that crazy looking BMW, Aaron Velasquez in the RB powered S14.
Somebody asked if I don't have a car, but yet I can still come out and learn. The drift zone.
Give it up for Nima Voss and Alex Anderson.
That's Aaron Velasquez, bro.
Oh yeah.
Where's your Alex Anderson, bro?
Hey, I messed up, right?
It happens.
Players mess up. Hey, that's Aaron Velasquez. Sorry about that. A little too excited. All right. Looks like we do have a winner. The judges have deliberated.
Uh-oh.
Hey, he said you're a little too sideways.
Little too sideways.
And Eric's wearing all the hats today, huh? Even his own. All right, so we do have a winner. Who do you guys think won this one? You think Nima Voss won? You think Aaron Velasquez won?
There we go.
All right, so we do have a winner, and I will give it to you guys. Nima Voss gets the
Hell
win!
yeah, Nima.
Nima Voss gets the
Congratulations.
win. It's a new name for us. That's got to be exciting.
It is. First time competing at HOTPIT Autofest.
First time HOTPIT Autofest competitor.
I don't know if it's his first time driving in a drift series like this, but it's good to see the variety.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for our top 32 of round 1 HOTPIT Autofest 2024 here at the House of Drift. Me and Gary are going to go have some cheeseburgers now. Hopefully they didn't mess up our order.
Make sure you guys go down and support all the vendors down there. And then also make sure you head over to the Tri-Speed booth where we are giving away a hold fast steering wheel. And we would like to also thank all of our sponsors as we end this first half of the drift session.
So let's give a shout out to BC Racing, Aeromotive, Optima Batteries, Action Clutch, Nitro Supply, Big Duck Club.
Right here, the Prisma Labs, Status Racing, Link ECU, LADBX, Zestino Tires, Valino Tires, and Vitor Tires. And with that being said, I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to recoup, and I'll see you at what time, Chris Miller?
We're going to see you guys at the top 16. Around 4:40, 4:45.
Till then, be safe. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. That's been drifting.
Hey Drift fam, it's Tiny, your ACS Drift community commentator, and we're here live at Irwindale Speedway, the House of Drift, for the first round of HOTPIT Autofest. Get ready for a wild ride as multiple drivers are revving up to kick off the season with an absolute bang. We have one of our ACS members that created the virtual layout of HOTPIT Autofest, and we have Will Holloway, the esports driver and spotter for the Kyle Mohan racing team. This layout is no joke. Picture this: a high-speed initiation hugging the first infield wall, hitting a decel zone into a hairpin, leading to an outer zone at the top of the turn, transitioning into another turn with 2 outer zones, gearing up for the brute power needed to speed into an inner clip. It's a final transition to a long wall ride at the opposite side of the infield. It's pure adrenaline from start to finish. So buckle up, drift enthusiasts. The House of Drift is about to come alive with the roar of engines, screeching tires, and the spirit of competition. HOTPIT Autofest, where the thrill never stops, and we'll see you at the track.